What's up, people? Welcome to Everybody Podcasts. I am your host tonight, Chad, and I'm joined with Brad, Cody, and Jeri is back with us tonight.
Yay.
I'm glad you're back, Jeri.
Me too.
What happened, Jeri? What's going on? Tell the people what's going on in your life.
I don't remember why I wasn't here last week.
Your mouth hurt.
Yeah,
Tell
I was
people
going to say, I
what's
assume
going
it's
on.
because of your teeth.
Oh, man. So I go to the dentist tomorrow, and I get to have 4 teeth pulled, and I'm so excited. I don't want to... I'm nervous.
Are you getting like 2 on top and 2 on bottom?
I'm getting my 2 wisdom teeth out on top, and then the one in front of my wisdom tooth on the top, and then another one on the top.
So they're all on the top?
So all on the top.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What are you getting? Are you going to do dentures or veneers or whatever?
No.
Eventually,
because why the fuck not? Why not?
Well, yeah.
In the back?
No,
you don't really
not,
so you don't need dentures in the back.
Yeah.
Like you won't be able to tell. I'll still look exactly the same as I do now.
Yeah,
Okay.
She won't have a goofy smile.
No. I'll look exactly the same.
Oh.
So her face was swollen like a balloon.
Oh man, I took all my piercings out.
Yeah,
that was tough.
I didn't even notice that.
Well, I have them back in now, but
didn't you used to have cheek piercings though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
her
face started eating those too.
She had to go to like a plastic surgeon to get them removed.
Plastic surgeon.
What did they like grow around the ball or something?
No, I woke up one morning and my face was swollen and the piercing was gone. And it was inside my face.
Oh, that sucks.
Because it swelled so much, and like the metal doesn't expand.
We couldn't even get the ball and twist it.
No. So I called the doctor, and they gave me a prescription, an antibiotic, because obviously something was wrong.
Yeah.
And then turns out I was allergic to the antibiotic.
Oh,
I went into work that day after I took it. And I didn't even make it halfway down the plant, and my supervisor was like, "You need to leave," because I was just shaking, and I was like, "I can't breathe," and
oh my god,
it was bad. So then my brother came and got me, took me to the hospital, and they fixed me and sent me had the plastic surgeon guy come down off the other floor.
And she hasn't had him in since.
And I haven't had him in since. It's been like
Ouch.
2
That sounds like it
years.
hurts.
Yeah, it shows how little I
fucking
pay attention.
You want to know something crazy though, dude? There's been a couple times where she looks at me and goes,
I wanted to do it again.
I miss my cheek piercings.
They
I want
look
them
so
again.
good.
Don't. That's a terrible idea.
I know, right? She's not gonna do it.
You can go through that shit all over again if you put them in.
They did look kind of cool though.
They did.
They were pretty cool. I liked them, but you're definitely not gonna get them back. Like, we don't need that happening again.
Yeah,
you don't need to pay for another fucking plastic surgeon just for a couple of piercings.
And you want to know the funny thing? So after all that happened, I never got a bill for that. Instead, they sent me a at-work injury report. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. So I asked my manager,
make sense.
like, what was, like, why did this happen? And they're like, I don't know. And then I never heard anything else back.
So he just didn't pay for it.
So no, they've never sent me a bill.
That's great.
Or anything. Like,
if it's an injury report, then that means your company paid for it, right?
Yeah, but like, how was it a work? I never filled out any paperwork or anything for.
She didn't get hurt or anything.
It definitely wasn't like.
Supervisor was like, "Hey, you look sick. Leave."
Right. So I don't understand what happened.
Well, whatever.
Maybe
fuck
it's
it.
because
dude, that's
consider it a win against the terrible system we have.
I was also thinking maybe it's because the people that prescribed me the antibiotic was my work doctor place thing.
You guys
it
have
was
a
like
health doctor?
Your health care?
Yeah, it was like you call the number.
It's like a teledoc.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Service.
So I was like, well, maybe because I had an allergic reaction and I originally went to the doctor for the allergic reaction, maybe that's why it was.
But at the same time, you still didn't like fill out paperwork or anything. So I don't know.
Fuck it. I mean, either way, you didn't have to fucking pay for it.
Let's just say fuck it. Just
consider it a dub.
Because it was probably expensive.
Take that dub and move on.
Everything went your way.
I know.
Fuck yeah, dude. Very rarely do we win like that in life.
Yeah, I know, right?
So it's good.
You want to know something crazy? I didn't know about this story until now. I had no idea. You might have told me before, but I can't remember. So
I don't listen to you, so.
He doesn't sometimes.
Oh,
I
you
don't
stop.
listen when you talk.
You stop it now.
Calling him out.
Like, he didn't know I
Calling him
had
out.
another sibling until, like, 4 years into our relationship.
I mean, I didn't. To be honest, I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know
never
about
talk
that
about
one
your
girl,
other
the one
sister.
you
Well,
don't like.
yeah,
You never
I didn't
do.
know
but-
about her.
I mean, I didn't think it was a secret.
I mean, it's not a
I
secret.
remember
You just
going-
don't tell anybody.
remember-
Nobody's gonna know.
After meeting your brother and Chris and Kira and stuff, I mean, I knew Chris before from like middle school.
See, I've known Chris since elementary school.
But I saw a picture of her, I think, at your parents'
Yep,
house. And I'm
hanging
like,
out.
who's this?
That's exactly the same thing.
That's exactly what happened with Chad.
happened, yeah.
Who's this? That's my sister. What?
So, do your parents still like him? You guys just hate? Like, what's going on?
And we just don't talk. It's just we don't.
Oh, I thought there was like
There's-
a high dislike.
She doesn't like us.
Oh. Well, I don't like you either.
Well, I understand that.
What a dick.
I'm kidding, dude.
I'm not offended.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
'Cause he's thinking, I hate you.
Yeah, dude, deep down. She'll put you through that wall, man.
I fucking
Yeah.
will.
She'll
Probably
submit
not.
you, too.
Probably
She's got
not.
some mean arm bars. And
I think
she'll-
you're just a bitch.
And she'll choke you out, dude. I'm telling you right now.
I've made Chad tap, and I'm only like
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
100
I wouldn't
pounds.
let you get into that
Chad, with all of
position.
his professional
Chad lets
fucking
you.
training. Like, I don't understand what you're bragging about here.
Because he's like twice my size.
Well, he's your husband. He lets
He
you.
lets
Jerry.
you win.
If Chad really went at it, he
Yeah, I
would
would
destroy
destroy
you.
you.
This
I
wouldn't be a
don't
funny
know.
story if Chad was trying. It would just be spousal abuse.
Yeah, domestic violence.
That domestic violence.
We wrestle for fun. It's
Exactly, it's fun,
It's
and that's
all
why
fun.
he doesn't give it at all. But if he did, he would
I don't
dismember
either,
your
though.
face.
It wouldn't be fun for you anymore.
I don't give him my all either, though.
Yeah, but
Do you want to try it sometime?
No.
don't call the cops.
Don't try not to sound so excited about beating up your wife.
You could like push me over, and I'll just fall over.
No, it would be sparring, or not sparring, wrestling only.
Maybe. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah.
No, Jerry, he's gonna break your arm or something.
Wait, were you really suggesting that you guys punch each other? was that really what you were suggesting? That you have a striking match?
No.
Just put on gloves and box each other up?
That would be
I
fun.
got gloves.
And
dude.
I have gloves at the house. You want to borrow my gloves and you
Yes.
guys can go at it?
Yo,
Why not?
All right, people, we got to fight. We got to fight to promote.
I don't think we're in the same weight class.
tickets
though.
will go on sale next
Yeah,
week.
that's the problem.
Yeah. So I don't think that's.
Yo, we
Oh
can
my
make.
God.
You know what though? I've always wanted to, cause like there's people.
I was hoping you were going to say I've always wanted to beat up a girl.
No, no. I was gonna say I want to hold a fighting event, but like, cause everybody always asks Brad and I who would win in a fight, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we just got like a fight card together of like brothers versus brothers, sisters versus sisters.
I will totally fight Alan.
Chad, that,
I will fuck Alan's world up. Give me fucking boxing gloves.
I can't fight any of my siblings. That's not fair.
No,
In any case.
It'd be funny to watch you beat up Matt.
I don't think I could beat up any of my siblings.
Matt would probably knock you out.
Chris
No,
would
pummel
do
me.
it.
it'd
Chris
have
would-
to be.
Chris is a
Chris
hefty
Chris would
dude.
fuck you all
It'd
up.
have to
Yeah,
be
he's a
because it's
jack
brother
dude.
versus brother, sister versus sister. So you'd have to fight Mariah.
She
Or
would,
that one that you don't like.
she would fuck my shit up.
You'd be like, all right, let's make amends. We just have to fight first.
I don't know what she looks like, so I can't really tell you.
You haven't seen her in that long?
There's a picture
No.
on your parents' wall.
That's
She probably
when
doesn't
she
look
was
like
in
that
like
anymore.
high school. She's like
What's her name?
older than Travis. Amber.
Amber, I knew that.
Yep.
I knew that.
What is her last name? Same as yours? You
No
don't
clue.
even know
She
what
got
your-
married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No trace of her,
she has
dude.
kids.
She's gone.
I don't even know how many.
So you're an
How do you
aunt
know
to
that she
kids?
has
You don't
kids?
know?
Because I do.
You don't know.
I just
You're just
know.
guessing.
Yeah, I feel
No,
like you're
she has
fucking
kids.
Facebook stalking her.
I did once. I tried to. I
It's
tried
okay.
to contact
It's
her.
her
Yeah, no, I know
Sister.
something wrong with
I
it.
tried to contact her and nothing. So okay,
I think she
whatever.
ignored you. Like,
I think she blocked me.
oh,
Yeah.
Do you know why she doesn't like you guys?
Mm.
That's strange.
what a weird family thing.
No, we just.
I mean, me and my brother hate each other. It's not that weird.
Well, like we don't have the same mom.
It happens.
So.
Oh, it's the same dad. I assume
we have the same dad. We don't have the same mom. So she's with her mom, and I guess she doesn't like my mom, or she doesn't like that my parents are married, or.
And doesn't Chris have a different
dad?
Yes, Chris and Mariah have.
He's the one that
dads.
lives up by Peter, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
the guy that mowed his lawn.
Yeah, right up there in Elmira.
Did he go over there?
Yeah, he went over.
That was a cool chill. That was a chill night.
I like Chris's dad. He's a pretty nice guy.
He's a beefy guy.
He is.
So,
Chris is fucking jacked too, though.
Yeah, he is.
I assume, I don't know, but I assume Chris goes to the gym.
Oh, yep. All the time. Like every day.
I mean, he works every day too.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Oh, he's gonna get fat.
Anyways, what was that story you were gonna say?
What story?
You forgot, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said you might have told me once before, but I don't listen to you.
I thought it was the other way. I
No,
thought
yeah,
he was the one that didn't listen to you.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know that, Jerry.
I was saying that, because that sounds like something you would tell me.
What?
No, but you were gonna tell a story.
No, I wasn't gonna tell a story.
No, he has some. What?
Never mind. I don't think anybody remembers.
No,
Brad, you tell a story.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost.
I don't remember.
I was gonna talk about Spotify.
What about
Spotify? Did
oh yeah,
whole
did you get your top songs and stuff like that?
2020 wrap up, and we kind of wanted to discuss, or not
find
really
out
discuss,
everybody's top
find out
artists and top songs.
Yeah, and like these aren't in order, like any particular order. They're just kind of there, right?
No, they have the top
Yeah,
bands that you listen to and the top songs that you listen to, and also had how many genres I listened to, which was a ridiculous number.
So
yeah, mine was like 235.
Yeah, I had 184.
Where did you find all that stuff? Because
when they did the thing, they shared a story. Watch that whole story, and it's on there somewhere. I screenshotted my stuff. Because I believe.
Yeah, I probably should have did that because I don't have service.
Yeah, we don't have. I don't.
Like
have
I can still get my top songs for 2020.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I thought we were gonna look at.
I can't look. I don't know where my songs.
Yeah,
are.
you have the top or your top songs of 2020?
Yeah,
I think I do.
I have mine right in front of me, but I see where the whole. Your top artists, songs, and podcasts of the year and more.
Yeah.
It's like a video?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. It's like an Instagram story.
Is it long?
Look, it says
you can just skip through it.
Wrapped.
You can just skip through it.
It's in there. Top tracks and oh wait.
I don't see any of that shit.
Is your Spotify even updated, bro?
Yeah, I update my shit all the time, nerd.
He does. That's true.
Well,
I
got my top artists and top songs.
Yeah, I got a playlist. It was like 100. Your top 100.
That's what I downloaded.
Top genre and minutes listened.
Well, would you have them pulled up?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, let's hear them.
So my top artists was Newfound Glory, Hoobastank, Simple Plan, Green Day, and Blackstone Cherry. The reason Blackstone Cherry's on there and Hoobastank is because I'm in a band and I needed to learn these songs by them bands on drums, so I listened to them over and over and over, practicing these songs.
I was gonna say, I've never heard you say you like Hoobastank.
I hate Blackstone Cherry, and I am not really fond of Hoobastank either, but I had to learn some songs, so I listened to those couple songs a lot.
It's gotta be
fun.
And
Green Day, because they're my favorite band, and my top songs is Trophy by Newfound Glory, Stay a While by Newfound Glory, Vacation Day by Newfound Glory, and Shook by Your Shaved Head by Newfound Glory.
All of them were Newfound Glory?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, you've been listening to a lot of Newfound Glory.
Dude, I had a Newfound Glory year because, so this year was actually Well, 2000.
Is this
At the end
this is all the same thing, right?
Yeah, at the end of 2019, I really, like, finally, for the first time in my life, I really dove into New Found Glory because I felt like I've been sleeping on these guys. Because, like, they were popular back in, like, when I was in high school and all that shit, you know, and I didn't really listen to them. I listened to, like, Sum 41 and Blink-182 and Green Day. But I can definitely say I slept on New Found Glory, and I found all these bomb songs, and I just had a New Found Glory year. Yeah. Like, just listening to all their albums, and they're definitely, like, one of my favorite bands now.
That's kind of how I feel about Motion City Soundtrack. That was my top bands were Motion City Soundtrack was number 1. New Found Glory was number 2.
Oh, yeah.
The Acro Brats was number 3, which was kind of odd. Then 4 was Rise Against, and 5 was Billy Talent.
Billy Talent, wow, dude.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of Billy Talent.
Did you hear the song they put out last year? That Beg to Differ?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good fucking song, man.
I love that song.
I really like that song.
Never heard
Their
of
new album coming out soon, I believe.
I thought it was going to come out earlier. I thought it was going to come out in like July or something like that. But yeah, in my top songs were Broken Heart by Motion City Soundtrack was number 1. No Cigar by Millencolin was number 2. Stand Too Close, also by Motion City Soundtrack. Bro Him by Pennywise. And America You're Freaking Me Out by the Menzingers.
Wow, that's interesting list, man.
That's an interesting list. Dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't feel like I'm
just got
seeing,
like frozen.
I don't
in
feel
time.
like I'm seeing what you guys.
Let me see your phone. No, I can open it with my face. Yeah, people. So Chad and I both have the Google Pixel 4, and it has the feature where you can use your face as the password to unlock your phone. Chad and I are twins. I can unlock his phone, and he can unlock mine.
Yeah.
That's so
the phone
weird.
things are the same.
Kind of
people.
ruins.
doesn't,
That kind of
like-
ruins your guys' whole thing on
right?
not being paternal twins. You're
It doesn't
clearly
like
you are.
realize that
Yeah,
Chad
Chad.
has a face tattoo.
This is all the same stuff. It's just in a different like border.
He does have a face tattoo.
So like
I forgot about
this
that.
is these are
It's
your
on
top
his face.
songs.
It doesn't
Cody.
recognize the yeah, but he's got so many
Top
goddamn
artist,
piercings
top
and
song.
tattoos all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what we're
It doesn't
reading right
recognize
now.
the dermal either. Brad doesn't have a dermal.
Yeah,
That's
That's
true.
neck tattoos.
Did I tell you
dude.
the story behind his stupid face tattoo?
Oh my god.
What? It's just a treble clef, right?
It looks
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
What's
okay.
wrong with it?
He didn't tell me he was going to get it until he was on his way to the appointment. After I told him I didn't want him to get a face tattoo because it's his face.
I do what I want.
dude, I really wanted it.
You know,
so,
it looks.
I like the face
like
tattoo
it.
better than the dermal.
It really looks good. I think they're both cool.
thank you. Thanks, guys.
Jerry likes
See
it
that,
too.
Jerry? You know
Jerry
what?
likes it too.
Everybody else likes it,
Dude,
too.
even Missy said that looks cool.
How bad did it hurt getting so close to your fucking eye?
It didn't hurt. It doesn't hurt right there.
Really? Like
Yeah.
right there at the corner of your eye didn't fucking hurt.
Yeah, it's not that
Oh,
bad.
I would think
dude.
that would
think
be
he's
terrible.
No, it didn't.
I mean, he's got no problem telling me how bad his fingers hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
those were
Or his
awful.
neck.
Yeah.
Awful.
Dude, this promise wasn't bad, and these weren't really that bad.
Dude, right here.
But right here, I would imagine
right
probably
next to your
sucks.
fingernail is like the worst thing in the world.
I was thinking about getting mine done all the way up there.
Yeah.
And just getting where I wanted to get Rise or Die Trying.
That's
is
fucking
sick.
awesome.
But I thought it would be really fucking painful.
It would, but
You should get it.
It would look
That'd be
really
cool.
cool, right?
You should get it.
you should get it, dog. That'd be sick.
And
as
then like
shit.
share it to a 4 years strong. Like
I think
their
that's actually
page
part
on
of the reason why I didn't
Instagram.
do it, because I think somebody else already did. And I was like,
Oh,
I
really?
thought I was being original.
oh,
Yeah, but
damn.
nobody around here.
So
Well, nobody around here listens to 4 Years Strong.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like the three of us.
that's true. Jerry listens to 4 Years Strong. She likes 4 Years Strong.
When you do.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
But you like them though.
She does.
I don't
for
even
you.
remember any of this.
They're the ones who sing that.
You'd have to
Go down in history.
Oh, I like that song.
Go down. In
I really like that song.
history.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was a good little, like, that Go Down in History EP. There's a lot of good. I mean, there's
Yeah,
only 5
dude.
songs on it, but they were all pretty solid.
Bro, when they released that album with like Gravity on it and Go Down in History, that album.
My favorite album is is it in
Enemy of the World?
Some way, shape, or form? Is that what it's called? The
In
one
some
with
way,
Stuck
shape,
in the
or
Middle.
form, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Any way, shape, or form, or something
like that. I love that album.
That's got.
It's got a lot of bangers.
Just
Drive.
Drive.
Just Drive. Oh, I love that fucking song.
That's a really good song.
That's my favorite song on that album.
I think my favorite album will always be Rise or Die Trying, though. That's
that's got a lot of good songs.
That's the one that got me into 4 Years Strong, so that's the one
that was
I'm
my
close
first
to.
album
They still
I
had
purchased, the 4 Years Strong.
They still had the synthesizer.
The synthesizer, dude.
They were still had like really strong synthesizer. The next album still had it, but it wasn't as like prominent. And then it just disappeared, which is lame.
What was the album after that? After Rise
Enemy of the World. Well, they did that cover album next, I think.
Explains
yeah.
it all.
Explains it all. But then the next album that was their originals was Enemy of the World.
I don't know how you guys remember all this stuff.
It's
because it's when it's one of your favorite things, you look into it.
Yeah, and it's just I've also been a fan of them for so fucking long.
Like, dude, there'll be
Probably
days
10
where I
years.
just sit and watch YouTube videos of interviews of Green Day or Slipknot or Attila or some
I'll do
shit.
the same thing, dude. I was
Just find out a bunch of shit about them. People make like little documentary videos from like there's one of Attila some fan made. It's from like their Rage album to their current album. And they did like an evolution type thing, and they talk history. They show home videos sometimes.
I've been getting into the Loudwire does Wikipedia fact or fiction with artists and shit, and I've been watching a bunch of those.
I like Loudwire.
They've
videos.
had like Corey Taylor on there, and like Brian Headwelch from Korn. They've had a bunch of people on there, man. You should watch them.
So
don't they do some? They do like the this or that or something like that, don't they? They always do that shit where they bring artists in and ask them weird questions.
Yeah, they have a few different things.
Like 50, they ask like 50 random questions or something like that.
What are
your top artists and songs?
Oh,
dude?
okay.
Oh, did you find it for him?
Yeah. Well,
he found it. He just like, you know how it had like different backgrounds and stuff.
I was looking at them like they were all the same. I knew they were all the same, but I was like, what's?
Really,
but then
Chad?
Brad's like the border, and I was like, oh, okay.
That was
dumb.
just to share them, right?
But all right, don't laugh at me, guys. But I got top artists. I got 6ix9ine, Attila, Rise Against, Green Day, and DaBaby. Top songs. They're all 6ix9ine songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a fucking faggot, dude.
And my top genre is alternative metal.
Mine was definitely pop.
Mine was alternative metal too, which is weird. Like, I don't think Spotify knows what the fuck they're talking about. Because if you're going to tell me Newfound Glory was my entire year, and then you're going to tell me alternative metal was my top genre, get fucked.
Also, it said I had listened to 184 genres, but most of the music I listen to sounds exactly the same. I don't see how I listened to 184 genres this year. I just don't see how that's even possible. I didn't know that many genres of music existed.
So what's you got your top songs?
Yeah.
Your top songs 2020.
Yours weren't there.
No,
I
I
said
mean
they were all
the
6ix9ine
top five
songs,
were.
the playlist that they made for you.
Yeah, I got it's like 100 top songs.
Top 100.
And there was also one that I downloaded that was called like Hits You Might Have Missed or something like that, where it was all songs by bands that you've already listened to, but songs you hadn't listened to yet.
Man, is there really?
And I downloaded that too.
There's really 100 songs there.
I think it's 100.
I'm not gonna count them all. It says top songs. Your top songs 2020. It's a playlist. Man, they had a bunch of stuff, didn't they? Top songs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they did top podcasts and all that shit too.
Dude, my top podcast was the last podcast on the left. That
one made it up there on mine.
That I watched.
So me too.
Bro, that is such a good podcast, and I recommend everybody go and listen to it.
What's it about?
They discuss different murderers and crazy
it's true crime.
shit.
It's true crime
Yeah.
podcast.
But it's
That's
there's
pretty cool.
There's a comedian guy on there that plays in a show that I fucking love on Hulu. It's called Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. And he is just so fucking funny.
Yeah,
I wish I could remember his name.
Fat devil guy.
Henry
Oh, yeah.
Zabrowski.
You watched it with him?
Yes.
Oh, my God. That show is fucking
It's
hilarious.
It is a really good show.
Dude.
How many seasons are there?
I think they made a fourth one. I watched it. There's only 4, though.
Have we watched the fourth
I
one?
I'm going to
no
go back
idea.
and watch it. I hope it's still on Hulu.
Have we watched the third one?
I don't know. We should go watch it.
I
Just
don't even
started
like
all
that show
over.
at all, man.
Really?
I really
What?
don't like it.
It's
No.
silly humor.
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
That's
so
probably why
stupid.
I
I don't
like
know,
it.
dude. There was one time we were sitting at the trailer down in Canton. We were stoned, and we were laughing pretty good at that show.
That's probably the only time I've ever watched it, honestly.
No,
Because you guys like Big Mouth, too. I can't stand that show
Really?
either. Yeah, I don't think that's funny at all.
I think that show's hilarious.
People love it, though. Like, they're on their 4th season, and they're getting crazy celebrity guests now and shit. Like, people love it. I don't know. I guess I don't get it.
I'm kind of on the fence about that one too. Like I'll watch it, but I won't like pick it to watch it.
I don't know. It just feels really pedophilia
makes-
to me. Like, because it's just all about, like, kids and sex.
That's a good point.
Just like, I don't know. I guess that just it just weirds me out.
You know, there's a joke in the show that the hormone monster does, or someone that says it's a cartoon, so it's okay.
Yeah, so
You know,
they
remember that one
know-
Family Guy episode where he gets on top of that girl? He's like, "What? It's a cartoon."
It is kind of funny when cartoons are self-aware, though.
It is.
I think if you listen to Nick Kroll, or him talk about it, he might change your mind a little bit.
I mean, maybe. I liked him on I liked The League. I always thought that was a fucking funny show.
I have no
think
idea what that is.
I don't
Is
either.
that the one with fucking
Got Nick
John
Kroll in
LaHoy
it.
on it?
Yeah, John LaHoy's in it.
I think I watched the first episode of that.
Yeah, his name's Taco. They smoke he smokes pubes in the first episode.
What the
What?
fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what I can't remember the exact context of it, but at one point he smokes pubes in like the bathroom, and like somebody told him that they would get him high or something.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
he knew that they were
That's-
pubes.
Yeah, and he like at some point he just walks out of the bathroom, a bunch of smoke follows him, and he was like, "Those pubes didn't get me high," or something like
man.
that.
That's like
Oh man,
so fucking disgusting.
I wonder what that. No, I don't.
No,
I don't
no.
wonder what that tastes like.
I mean, you smelled burning hair before, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
It's not
yeah.
pleasant.
I'm pretty sure it does.
It's a pretty awful fucking smell.
Yeah.
Sure, it doesn't taste good either if you fucking smoked
Ugh.
it.
That's
I don't even
gross.
want to talk about it.
So-
dude. Ugh. Jeri, top songs, artists.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear your
what are
awkward
yours?
list.
I don't think.
Here,
I really don't think I can get mine.
I'll show you how to get to it.
Okay, show me.
Goddamn computer illiterate fucking people.
You fucking
No, because I downloaded
you guys
my
old.
top songs, but it's like
Grow
100 of
down,
them.
Here,
Jesus.
go to your search,
Yeah,
and then right here, hit that.
that's not there.
You don't have that there.
No.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh wait, go to your
Go
home.
home, not
Maybe-
search.
Yeah, home. Go to your home.
Okay.
That's it right there, isn't it?
It's like a.
Is it just me or did
Go
it
down.
disappear?
Yeah, just go down. Right there.
Okay.
It's like
Click
an-
on the top. No, on the top. Go back. Click above that where it says wrapped. Right there.
Okay.
and you
And
scroll-
you'll come up with like a bunch of. It'll be like looking at an Instagram story and just go all the way to the top or to the back end of it.
all the way to the end, and it'll show you your.
Click
top.
it again. Where the up above. Yeah, there you go. It should come up now because I think that's what I had to do.
But do I have enough service for it to come up?
Probably fucking not.
Because my phone's also trying to download stuff.
Why is
Well,
what
should
is your
stop
phone?
doing that.
I don't know. It's
Well, it
downloading.
doesn't-
That doesn't help. Doesn't
It's
help at all.
downloading songs on Spotify.
Oh, you're downloading that list.
Probably.
Dude,
'cause
Spotify
it says
seems to, like-
149.
Spotify seems to like get rid of my songs that I have downloaded and then re-download them all the time. Does that happen to you guys?
No.
where you like take it out and you go to a playlist that you've made. At least I'll go to a playlist that I've made and go to listen to it, and it's downloading the songs, even though I know that they were already downloaded before.
I haven't experienced that, but I do remember when I had Google Play, they would randomly delete songs here and there, and I'd be like, I haven't heard this song in a while. Why not? And I'd go look, and it wouldn't be downloaded. I'm like, what the fuck? I know for a fact that I downloaded this song. So that was a weird experience I had with Google Play.
When I had Google Play, I had it set so it would download the last like 30 or 40 songs that I listened to. So that list was always changing.
See, I don't ever download my music. I just stream it all the time.
I do because I don't get service when I leave here. Like, I pretty much just run off of Wi-Fi, so I download shit so I can listen to music when I'm not in service.
I do because I don't
Do I have to watch this
data.
whole thing?
Just push next.
You
Push
can
to
just
the
click
right.
through it. It's just like a story.
It's not.
Yeah, there you go.
Keep going. You'll see it. It'll say like top artist, top genre, minutes listened.
It's just taking forever because the service is so bad up here. That's really what it is.
I get it. I do have some never
How
have I
can
ever
we
questions.
send people
Yeah.
to the moon and I can't have service at Cody's house?
Because we didn't send people to the moon.
Oh shit.
Stanley Kubrick filmed that shit.
I mean, there's been a few arguments made about it.
You want to know?
Kind of make me question it.
You want to know what I have to say about it? I wasn't there, so I don't fucking know if it happened or not. That's what I have to say about it.
That's a good way to look at it.
Cause like,
but I question everything.
Bro.
So like, I like listening to arguments. I like listening to people talk on both sides. But I must say that one side has come up with some really good arguments as to why they don't think we went to the moon.
yeah. See, that's why like it makes you. That's why I say I don't know.
Like even Joe Rogan, the one time when he was had Neil deGrasse Tyson on and was talking about like, oh, there shouldn't be wind or something like that, was questioning him.
I hate how his big thing was like, there's no possible way that you could recreate that accurately on film. Like, bullshit.
You've seen some of the stuff
Bullshit.
we've done on film?
Did you see 2001: A Space Odyssey? Because it looked exactly the fucking same. Like, you're just no. Don't tell me that a filmmaker can't figure out where a shadow's gonna be. All I gotta do is talk to a scientist.
Yeah,
like, it's not. That's just bull. It's just such a terrible argument for him to make. You know.
You ever seen the movie Interstellar?
That movie.
That's a really.
was
I think
insane.
Missy watched it.
That's a really good movie.
That made my
that the one
brain
where-
hurt.
Is that the one where Damon?
With
Oh,
Matthew
McConaughey. Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Well, what am I thinking of?
The Martian. I think it's
He
called
lives
The
on
Martian.
Mars for like 2 years
It's
or
called
some
The
shit.
Martian.
Damon,
Because
yeah,
yeah,
Martian.
Matt Damon. Yeah,
Did you get it, Jerry?
Didn't watch that either.
What?
it's not bad.
Did you get it?
It's pretty
Did
good
I get
movie.
what? No,
it
it's
won
still...
it got
Oh.
nominated for awards as a comedy, and I was like, it doesn't look funny at all.
I mean, I don't think it was really funny at all.
Yeah,
No.
like they fucking. I think the Academy Award nominated it as a
I
comedy.
mean, it's just
Yeah, it was there.
a guy that gets left behind living on Mars.
Right there.
I
I
mean,
mean, he
what
just
is-
like grows
She got
plants
it.
and shit, right?
Jerry
Yeah.
got her Spotify list.
All right, what is
Let's
it?
hear 'em.
Okay, so my top artists are Demi Lovato, Dirty Heads,
I like it. I like
Dirty
it.
Heads, I like it.
Eminem, Blink-182,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
Green Day.
It wasn't a bad list at all. What the
That
fuck?
not a-
surprises me. Good
Yeah,
job,
that's-
Jerry.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's
a
a good list.
list.
Blink and Green Day, bro.
Yo,
I don't know who
pinch
Demi
poke, you
Lovato
owe me a
is.
Coke.
Oh,
You don't know
I have
Demi
no
Lovato?
idea who Demi Lovato is.
Really?
No, I have no idea.
Wow, dude. I
She's-
mean,
What
good
song
for
does she do?
A lot of
Like
them.
Heart Attack? Isn't that a song? she
Heart
does?
Attack. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite songs she has.
That one was pretty popular. That was on the
The
radio.
only song that's coming to head is the heart attack. You ought to know by now. I'm pretty sure that's not Demi Lovato.
No.
All right, what else you got?
My top songs are Okay Not to Be Okay, Radioactive,
You
By
gotta
who,
tell
though?
us
Yeah,
who these-
by Demi Lovato.
Oh, they're all Demi
and
Lovato
no,
songs.
and Marshmallow. He did it too.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever heard a Marshmallow song either.
He's a DJ.
I know who he is. Like I've
Oh,
seen the
okay.
stupid fucking head, but
Radioactive, Imagine Dragons,
I like that song a
Popular
lot.
Monster by
Falling
Falling
in
in Reverse, See You
That's
Again.
That's not a bad song, though.
I can't remember who sings that.
See You Again?
Yeah. It's Wiz Khalifa and someone else, I don't remember. And then Afraid of the Dark by Easy Eye. Or Easy, whatever it is.
I don't even know who Easy Eye is.
It's the one I play all the time. And you're like, oh, this is gay.
I feel like he says that to a lot of the shit.
He does.
I do, dude. I don't know, man. I'm not.
I mean, we say the same thing to you because you're like the baby, and we're like.
I know. Tekashi 6ix9ine is number 1. What the fuck, dude?
I didn't have Spotify for a full year.
I mean, neither did I. But for real though, I fucking hate that guy.
I gotta be
I hate
honest,
him so
dude.
much.
I can groove to his music.
I'm not a fan.
It's so obnoxious.
It is very obnoxious.
It's so obnoxious.
I just like how aggressive he is. I don't like his softer stuff.
He has softer stuff.
Yeah.
He can't sing. That
No,
guy,
he can't.
Cannot
Auto
sing.
tune, just bop, 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 bop.
Oh man, I can't stand
Yeah,
auto tune either.
I
though.
know. That's why I don't listen to that softer shit.
Fucking. Why is auto tune so popular? Like, do you guys like auto tune?
No, because
when it's done right.
Like, what do you mean by when you say right?
Yeah, What is it being done right?
Like Green Day. Just that,
when did,
like, not a lot of autotune, just that little tweak to make it perfect for the album.
you think it's good to improve somebody's voice, not as an effect, right? Because it seems like now people are using it as an effect, and it's also giving them a reason to not.
But like, I don't
learn how to sing.
I don't like when they have a terrible singer and they put all this effects on it to make it sound good. But
like every rapper,
like
now.
with Green
Yeah.
Day,
Yeah.
like.
I know what you mean, Brad.
No, I get what you mean,
the
too.
production. There's production to it, and just that tiny tweak.
Just to make the person's voice sound better.
Yeah, for it to be perfect
But
for the album.
I
That
just-
autotune is fine. But that stuff, a lot they do in hip hop and rap now, where like.
But
you
they're
can
doing it as an
clearly-
effect. Like
Yeah.
they're doing it because people like the sound of it,
Yeah,
not just
I
because
don't
not
care
just
for
to
that.
improve people's voice.
And that's probably one of the big reasons I don't like that kind of rap or hip hop.
That's the reason I don't like a lot of new hip hop. I really don't like that sound.
It's like
think
I like
just don't
the
like way it sounds.
aggressiveness of the lyrics, kind of pumps me up, but I don't know, just some of the, I don't know, some of the auto-tune stuff is bad, and
I would
don't
rather
know.
hear somebody who just has a good voice.
yeah,
I
I
think
don't
I
really
would
need to
too.
hear that effect.
I vibe with it in a different way.
and that's
Like,
fine.
I have these.
We all have our
phases.
opinions.
I have these phases. Like I had a big rap phase. Now I'm back into like a death metal, deathcore phase,
I do the same thing.
and a pop punk. That'll always be there, dude.
Yeah,
'cause
pop
I-
punk's my favorite
I listen to
genre,
pop
so
punk
I always go back to that.
every single day. I listen to at least one Newfound Glory song every day,
Definitely.
and probably at least one Slaughter to Prevail. Because they've been my kick for
Yeah,
these recent weeks.
I'd probably listen to like a fucking Motion City soundtrack song every day.
There's
Newfound
a-
Glory and Green Day are definitely there for me every day.
I've been
Attila
really-
is.
I've been really digging the song "The Afterglow" by Silverstein the past couple of days, though.
I don't think I've ever heard
Yeah,
that.
I
don't
haven't
think I
heard
have
that
either.
song.
And it's really, really good.
Did you
really catchy?
did you go up and see them when they played at I Matter?
Yeah, they were the ones that fucking. You were there before they played, right?
Yeah.
And like when the guy came out and was like the preacher dude came out and was saying like God's gonna heal you of all your diseases and shit.
I remember all that shit.
Yeah, the lead singer of fucking Silverstein came out and like, it was after the last song he did. He goes, "I just wanted to let you guys know if you got an STD, you should go to the doctor. God's not gonna fix that shit." That was literally the last thing he said. He dropped the microphone and walked off.
That's good. That's good.
It's true.
Because, I mean, if you think about the influence a pastor or someone would have on kids or something that they're preaching to at that event, like, come on, don't spread that shit. People
It's
need
kind of
help.
dangerous.
Do you think he was? Do you think he was upset?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who, the lead singer?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, also one of the first things he said after their first song, he was like, "We thought this had to do with suicide. We didn't know this was some kind of religious bullshit." Like, he was not. You could tell they weren't happy because they do it for free.
Yeah.
And they got roped in by them saying, "Oh, this is all about suicide prevention." And then they get there, and the only time somebody speaks, they just come out and talk about God.
They're probably never allowed back.
Yeah, when they came back, they came out, he was like, "Yeah, sorry, guys. Like, we didn't know that this had anything to do with God. We thought this was about suicide prevention."
Good for them.
I mean,
I respect them so much more now.
Yeah,
But they still played a great show, though. It wasn't like they were. You could tell he was upset. At least their singer, you could tell that he was upset by it. But he still fucking did put on a fucking great show. He didn't. Yeah,
he had all those fans there and shit. They came to see a show, so he's probably like, the show must go on.
This is for you guys.
No, I don't give a shit about all that preachy shit. I was there to see Silverstein.
Yeah, dude. I never really cared.
Good
about
for them.
Stuff.
I want to meet that guy.
I thought it was awesome. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Let him know. Don't fucking lie to us to get us here. Like, say that it's a religious thing.
I mean, they probably felt backhanded a little bit.
For sure. I mean, they don't pay those people. I don't think they might. I don't know, but I doubt they do.
I don't think they do.
I mean,
I don't know.
I should know because I've worked for them for like the past 3 years.
It's really hard for me to think they don't do something for them. I mean, they probably make a lot when they do the VIP stuff.
And they sell their merch and stuff.
Because they sell VIP and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true. They do. I think they do pay Pro Audio, but I don't think it's not like I think they pay Pro Audio, so Pro Audio will pay us.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that Pro Audio takes a huge hit on iMatter. I think they do a lot of the stuff is voluntary on their end, but they do pay us. I'm not going to do it for free. That's my fucking job.
Fuck your religion, dude.
Yeah.
Nope.
What did the fucking Joker say? If you're good at something, don't do it for free. Yeah. That's you're not going to get me to fucking volunteer to do that shit, man. It's my job. You pay me.
Yeah, especially if it was your day off, volunteering to work. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're not
Me,
getting
Mom,
paid
and Matt
for it.
did it.
It's something like if I didn't fucking work in that business, I'd probably come up and volunteer for it because it'd be cool. But I do it all the time, so it's lost its kind of pizzazz in that sense, and I've gotten good enough at it that I can say you need to pay me to do it.
Another thing that pissed me off that they did, they wanted bands to pay them to be in a battle of the bands, and then if you win, you need to pay $1,000 to play the show.
Is that how it worked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Like that's bullshit.
Someone posted a freaking they got an email or something. They got an email or something, and they posted it, and we're like, "This is pretty stupid."
Dude, when you start out in the entertainment business, like on any end of it, like even as like an actor or just anything like that, people want you to do it for like free. They will fucking guilt you into shit like that by saying you're doing this because you like to do it.
This will get your
this will get you experience. Yeah. It'll get your name out there.
Fuck
it'll get you experience.
I've been playing music for like 13 years.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's just a way for people to make money off of other people's art. Is all it is. Like because people fucking
and it's a church.
People will do it to comedians. They'll tell actors that they fucking have to do like work fucking Broadway shows for next to nothing because they love to do it, not because they deserve to fucking get paid, you know?
Yeah.
Like when they do deserve to get paid, like they're fucking when you're an actor on a Broadway show, you're giving your entire life to that fucking show. Yeah. Especially like an off-Broadway that's on tour, like you're leaving your life to go do that. That has become your life now, and then a lot of them only make like $300 a week.
That's insane.
And it's literally, I mean, sure, you're not acting the entire time. You're not necessarily working the entire time, but you're not home. You're fucking on a bus or in a fucking hotel room. You're giving your life away.
I would not want to do that.
You'd have to love it a shitload to do that.
You do. You have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then you just don't do it.
Look at these WWE guys. They're on the road 322 days out of the friggin' year.
It's the same thing, man.
And they don't get paid enough. I mean, at least we've heard stories from a bunch of wrestlers that talk about WWE doesn't pay them shit. Because they got to pay for their own hotels and their own plane tickets. And
that's the type of thing that people, like somebody like Vince McMahon will tell them, like, you're doing this because, like, they'll basically say, like, there's 1 million people who would love to be where you're at right now, so you better appreciate that and stop asking me for more fucking money.
Oh, spot on. Spot on, dude.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon's character on TV is just him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Him in real life.
I bet it is.
He is.
It's just he got to get away with a bunch of stuff because it was his character on TV. He said some stuff on like SmackDown and Raw before that really pissed me off.
His character is big business personified.
Yeah,
Like that's what his character is. He might as well just call himself Big Business because
Big
that's all
Vinny.
he is.
big
Call him
Vinny, big Vinny
dude.
business.
Big Vinny business. I like it, dude. I like
That
it.
should have been his fucking wrestling name.
Yeah, dude. Let's email him right now.
It is kind of crazy he kept his same name and then became like just made himself such a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like he's claims it's like a character, but like
he
why
was-
not make up a character so not people don't curse your literal name?
yeah,
That's a good
true.
point.
You know,
Yeah,
like-
like why use your real name if you're gonna be an asshole?
Yeah, and it's not like it's a business where you have to. Everybody's using fake names.
Exactly.
Nobody
Well,
uses their
it's
real fucking
because
name.
he's rich and he doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah,
Wait, so is Vince McMahon his real name?
Yeah, Vincent
Yeah.
Kennedy McMahon.
I
dude.
assumed it was. I didn't know if it was
Okay.
or not.
Do we know that though?
Yeah,
No.
It has to be.
Yeah, it's probably
his
is.
dad's name was Vince
No,
McMahon.
Like, why would you keep it going for generations?
I'm just joking, guys.
It's all a conspiracy, dude. That's not his real name. No,
That's what I'm saying.
He's
Yeah.
not even a real person. He's been a hologram this entire time.
Dude, he's a character. He thinks he's on a TV show right now. So I got some never have I ever questions.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Those are fun.
Yeah, dude. So we're all gonna answer these badass questions,
All right.
and we're going to, depending on the question,
Are they cool? Are they
I'm-
cool or
I mean,
funny or like what's
I'm-
up?
I might not ask some of them
That's cool.
because there's like a shitload of them here. So I might skip some that I'm like, oh yeah, everybody in this room has totally done this before. But maybe not. So question. Should we wait for Cody?
Yeah, let's wait for
let's
Cody.
wait for Cody.
You can.
So I'm gonna pack
Yeah.
a bowl here while we're waiting.
Oh,
might
yeah.
as well.
Tonight we're smoking a salad. We got a little bit of Purple Gorilla, and we got a little bit of Mr. Frosty. And let me tell you what,
Yum.
yum yum yum.
Mr. Frosty.
They taste so good, dude.
Mr. Frosty.
So from what I've read, Mr. Frosty is a hybrid. It's an indica dominant hybrid. It's got White Widow mixed with Mr. Nice Guy. And we
It's
get
bred with.
Mr. Frosty. Bred with whatever, dude.
You can't say mixed with, because then people are gonna think it's just those two kinds of mixed together. You know.
I already said it was Mr. Frosty mixed with Purple Gorilla. That's what we're smoking right now.
Exactly.
I was
But
explaining the hybrid of Mr. Frosty. I put a lot in there.
Jeez, dude.
It's kind of it's overfilled.
I haven't cleaned that bowl in a really long time, so it
Okay.
doesn't
Here,
really
you
hold a
can take
lot of
greens,
pot.
Brad.
All right, dude. Wow.
Okay.
Look at that. You overpacked that.
Yeah, I know. I told you.
Overflow.
So here's question number 1. Never have I ever played hooky from school or work.
I definitely have.
Well,
Yeah.
that's.
I definitely
Yeah.
have as well.
I barely went to school.
Yeah,
My junior year was pretty bad. I missed like 32 days that year.
holy
What?
shit.
I
Are you
think my
serious?
senior year was about that.
Or
bad.
no, 22.
I was gonna say
22.
there ain't no way you missed that. Many
22,
days,
my
though.
They
bad.
used to threaten like fining your parents
Yeah.
if you missed like 30
Yeah.
days or
Well,
more.
22.
at first we didn't have that, right? They didn't implement that until like our.
It was our junior year
it was
because
our
I
junior-
remember talking about missing days, and I was like, man, I wonder if they're gonna fine.
I don't think they ever
Okay.
implemented it. I think they just threatened it.
Yeah,
I think they just said
Possibly.
that they would do it. I don't think they
I
ever
see-
actually went through with it.
I
with
see Troy
anybody.
doing that kind
See,
of shit.
Well, they do it now.
They do it now
I think I
because I'm
missed-
pretty sure Mom got one from Matthew.
Do.
Do.
Such a child.
That was perfect, bro.
But
But
I'm not
did
sure.
Matt get in trouble?
Do you know how many days he missed?
Oh man.
It was supposed to be like 30. I think 30 was like the limit.
See, I thought it was like 30, 32.
So Mom wasn't home to get us on the bus, so it was just me and Matthew.
Yeah, that's
He
why
is
I missed a lot of
the
school.
hardest person in the world to wake up. Eventually, I got sick of it, and I just
So
left.
just fuck it.
I'm going to school. I'm not going to be late because you won't wake up.
Bye, Matt, you fucker.
That's
No,
funny.
I mean, the majority reason why I missed a lot of days my junior year is because my mom got a job, and they were gone before we even woke up. So Chad and I would wake up, and it'd be like, the alarm would go off, and Chad, like, we'd see one of us wouldn't get out of bed, and it'd be like, hey, are you going to school? No, not today.
That's exactly what happened.
It's kind of how it was with me and my brother, too.
It was like, okay.
I'm probably my junior year. I probably missed like 15 days of school, so it wasn't that bad.
I don't
Mine was
remember the
pretty
numbers
bad.
at all. Like, I couldn't tell you how many days. 'Cause a lot of the days I would go and then just leave like halfway through.
Yeah, right.
I would pick like
I've
classes
done
I
that
didn't
a
feel
lot.
like going to.
I've
So
definitely done
when
that.
you left, did you have someone come sign you out, or did you just
I
walk?
just left. I just leave. And then the next day, the teacher would be like, "Well, you signed in.
No,
You were
I mean,
assigned into
like,
school."
did you just like walk the town of Troy, just a friend's house, or did someone
either
come
I had
pick you
a
up?
vehicle or I went with somebody that had a vehicle.
Word.
You know, usually like Chris would have his Jeep and we would just go somewhere, or I would have my parents let me drive the fucking. After I jumped off the back of the bus, I wasn't allowed to ride the
I
bus
was just
anymore.
thinking about that.
So like my parents like had to
Wait,
provide me with a
Oh
vehicle.
my god.
Tell people.
I think I already told that story on this
Did you?
podcast. I think.
Oh my God,
So
Cody jumped out of the back
ridiculous.
of a bus.
right of the worst bus driver's bus.
Yeah.
Not even just a bus driver.
Were they
the
a bitch?
worst
Well, that's why I
one.
jumped off. If he was a nice guy, I wouldn't have jumped off the back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, I jumped off because I got into an argument with him.
What was the argument?
I don't remember. It was. I'm sure it was my fault.
Oh yeah,
Like, I'm
Fucking
sure I
kids.
did something wrong. Like
Probably.
That's, but
I think it was someone changed seats or something. And he got mad because he's like, if I have to keep my eyes on you, I can't keep my eyes on the road.
it had something to do. Yeah, but he never kept his eyes on the road.
No,
it
they
had
were
something
always
to
in the
do
rear
with
view.
Kyle Tice. You remember
Yeah.
Kyle Tice? It had something to do with
Yes.
him. I remember that.
And then all I remember is him trying to get you to go to the front of the bus. And you're like, no, I'm not sitting up there. And you kept telling him no. And he's like, we're not moving until you get up here. And you just jump off the
Yeah,
back.
just went off the back. I'd always just imagined doing that if he ever fucking got mad at me. Just being like,
And you fought.
in my head, it was just always
Was
like,
your
oh,
heart-
fuck that guy. I'll just go out the back when he gives me shit.
Was your heart beating when you were like,
Oh,
"Fuck it, I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'm
do
sure.
it. I'm gonna
Dude,
do it."
Sure.
He had no idea what to do. He's like,
Yeah, he sat there for a while, and I kept I was
Yeah.
walking in the other direction, which was the opposite direction of my
Of
fucking
which-
home. Like I was walking,
What's
I
the
was already like fucking 10 miles away from home, and I was walking in the opposite direction.
yep.
He was stopped, right? Or was he like
Yeah, he was
slowly
stopped.
Yeah,
moving?
we were
He was
stopped.
I probably wouldn't have done it if he was moving.
Well,
Oh,
I'm not
man.
thinking like obviously going
Because, like,
50
what do you-
down the road, but like maybe you just dropped someone off and
Really,
you
that
started
would've-
to go.
That would have
That's
stopped
when you
me if
jumped
he
off.
just started driving. Like if he was like, oh, "Fuck that," and just started fucking hauling ass down the road before I got to the back, I probably would have jumped. I
Oh,
probably
you
would've been
had to
like-
walk to the back.
I mean, I was close. I think I was like 5 or 6 seats up. It was I got lucky. Cause like not long after he drove away, somebody I knew drove by and picked me up.
Can you take me back that way? I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to walk with the bus.
And he was going the opposite direction, and he fucking because after he drove away and I didn't see him anymore, I turned back around and
Right.
started walking in the right direction. And this dude was coming in the opposite direction, saw me, pulled over. He's like, "Why are you walking on the side of the road?" And he like knew where I lived. He knew I was nowhere near home. And he was just like, "Do you need a ride?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I just told him what happened and shit.
And he laughed his ass off.
Yeah.
What's
All right.
next, dude?
Some of these are retarded, man. I'll say, man. But I'm gonna ask him anyways for the fucking hell of it. Never have I ever rode a motorcycle. I've rode bitch on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've never
I've driven. I haven't driven one.
I've rode a dirt bike.
Yeah, I've driven a dirt bike. I've never
I've
driven
never
a
even
road
done
bike.
that. Just a 4-wheeler, 3-wheeler.
I've done a 4-wheeler too.
I rode on one. That was it.
I fucking the first time I rode a dirt bike, I like got on and like gunned it, and the fucking bike just went out from underneath me and like wheelied, and I was like on my feet, like holding onto the bike, and it was like straight up in the air. It was jumping because the back tire was still going. So, and I was like holding it from running away from me, but like since it was up in the air, my hand was still like turning the throttle, and it was just kind of like hopping like that. Until I can't remember how I even got it down. I must have put it on its side and picked it up. I don't
I bet. Was there people watching you laughing?
My dad and my brother. I don't think they were laughing because it was my brother's bike. I think he was pretty upset.
I've never had anything like that ever happen to me. But when I first rode dirt bike, I took it slow because I was like, I've never rode one before, so I'm just going to take it easy on this bike.
I wanted to take it slow, but I didn't know what I was doing. I think my feet were still on the ground was the problem. When I hit the throttle, I think I didn't let it take me, you know what I mean? Like I was still kind of planted on the ground, so it just jumped right out from underneath me. Cuz I wasn't ready to ride it really is what the problem was.
Do you remember how big the bike was?
TTR 110? It wasn't a big bike, and I was definitely too big for it. Or TTR 125, I believe.
See, I don't even know how big of a bike that is.
It's not big. It was for my brother when he was in, I don't know, probably 9th grade. My parents got it for him.
Oh, okay.
And you know how tiny my brother is.
Yeah.
It's not a bike for big people. It's a very small bike.
Who's older?
Him. Alan is.
See, that's funny to me. That doesn't seem right.
I mean, we're complete opposites.
I feel like
we
you
are
should be the
100%
older.
complete opposites.
I feel like you should be older, she says.
Like, when you look at Alan and then you look at Cody, Cody should be older.
The thing is, I've looked older my entire life too. Like
Like you do.
But I've also, when I was 5 years old, I weighed like 200 pounds. Like I've always been big. Like I've never been a little person.
That adds to looking older.
Never have I ever lost a bet.
I've definitely lost a lot of bets.
Yeah, I've definitely lost
I've
bets.
lost a handful of
I've
bets.
come very close to being borderline gambling addict.
I've lost money on UFC fights.
Me too.
I've done stupid shit like, I bet you this much money you won't drink this whole Four Loko, and I was like, okay, bet, let's go. And I drank the whole Four Loko, and they're like, haha, I'm not giving you that money.
That's not losing a bet. That's being ripped off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only went to the casino one time in my life.
I mean, I went to the casino before.
I've never been.
Played roulette.
I lost $80.
That was the line I drew too.
Dude, I got all the way up
$80, and I was like, I'm just drinking from now on. Like I'm gonna keep spending money, but at least I'm getting something back.
So
for
I put $20 in a digital roulette, and I got all the way up to $130, and I was like, man, I'm doing so good, and I got caught, man.
That's
I
hard.
got caught, and I lost it all, but
ya.
I left with $40, so I at least made $20. Because I only spent $20. So
the smart thing
at least I didn't lose money. It wasn't much, but I didn't lose.
The smart thing to do, like in that situation, is to like pull out most of the money and just keep betting with $20.
Right.
So that way you only lose the $20. And you can still have your profits.
Professional gambler
That's how
over
you're
here.
supposed to do it.
No, I get it. I don't fucking gamble, dude.
That
There was my first time going to the casino, and I was just like, look at this whole new world. And I did it, and I'm like, I probably won't do it again.
I want to go.
My story.
I think it'd be
I'll
fun
go
to
with you.
go. I think it'd be fun to
Let's
go.
do it,
But
Cody.
you all want to go?
I'll fucking go. I need to fucking.
Is it even open?
see, I can't
No,
go,
not now.
dude, because
We'd have to wait
I'm a
till this
stay-at-home
whole
dad. I
pandemic's
can't
over.
gamble with my wife's money.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Unless
Well,
she's
then
like, yeah,
We can
let's...
each throw $5 in. You can
Unless-
gamble with $15.
There you go.
After that, I'm just buying your beer. I'm not gonna let you lose the money.
I'll go for the beer.
My story is pretty similar to yours. Because I played digital roulette as well, and I got up to 150.
I'm pretty sure we're at the same table.
Were
It
we?
was like set up like kind of like this in a way.
Was
and
this at Tioga?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You were.
Dude, they
We were
got
at the
they
same
they
table.
added on like a whole section.
Oh yeah, that place is fucking expanding. They got
They got
they got real poker now. They don't have.
Yeah.
They got rid of. I
Yep.
don't know if they got rid of video poker, but they have real poker tables now.
Really?
Yeah, And
I
that's
figured
that's
all
like a big
casinos
deal.
had real poker tables.
No,
because it's
having
a casino.
not having like real cards is like that's like a next level. You have to go
Probably
through a
like
lot
a
more.
licensing.
You have
There's
to get
more licenses you need to get.
and like you have to pay more taxes and stuff because and the people have to be trained in that because they have to be monitored because it's easier. It would be easier for somebody who's not being monitored, who's a dealer dealing real cards, for them to set up the cards. Like they have to be professionals. Like it's like a next level. Whereas if you get like video poker, you're just buying the machine, you know. But you have to hire like real professional poker dealers.
People to deal the cards.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That way
it's like a
nobody's
whole.
cheating.
What do you want to do when you grow up? I want to deal cards.
Hell yeah, dude. Make money.
I wonder how much they make.
They probably make a decent.
You know
amount.
what? Look it up.
I don't think they're
You
allowed
guys
to use
should've
the
brought your
cards
laptop.
more than once either. You can go. Like,
I know
you can
they're
get
always.
Really
I know
cheap
they're
cards
always.
there.
There's like a hole in the desk, and they'll like push the used cards down in it.
Yeah, and they'll take they punch the cards if they've been used, so they have hole punches, and then they'll go sell the used cards because they can't use the same deck
Yeah,
over
we've
and
gotten
over
a
again.
Yeah,
couple
Travis
that
brought
had the
some-
corners cut off.
Travis brought
Yep.
some home from Vegas when him and Sylvia
Yep.
went
Yeah,
out.
and those ones had the corners cut off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Those were some nice ass
They
cards,
were.
bro.
They were.
And it
They've
looks
only-
like they were only used once.
yeah, they
They
can
were-
only use them once. Once they're done, like they have
That's
to get
got
rid
to
of
be
them.
crazy expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, a deck of cards is only 99 cents.
Yeah, I know, but imagine how much
And
they
imagine
use.
how much money they're bringing in now.
I mean, it is a
It's
casino.
a casino.
It's a fucking waste, though. I'll tell you what.
Are you looking up how much they make?
No, I wasn't looking that up.
Okay, next question.
How much? Who makes? Are you looking up how much?
Card dealers.
Card
I want to
dealers
know
make?
how much they make now.
I wonder. Like, I don't know what kind of qualifications they have to have either. It's got to be something.
Yeah,
There
like,
has
yeah.
to be
They have-
something.
You gotta have a specific training to be a card dealer.
And they have to have like certain security. It would be one of my bosses. Her boyfriend worked security over there, and all he did was like just watch security cameras. I think he wasn't really allowed to talk about what he was doing, but I guessed that what he was doing was watching for people who were counting cards and stuff.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
how
that
do
that's
you
what he was
watch
doing.
For that?
You know what pisses me off about that? So
You just fuck the person that's winning is really all it is. Like
'Cause,
you
like,
tell the
how are you
person that's
gonna
winning
know?
they're not allowed to win anymore and they have to leave. Is really what they do.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it is
you know
really
what
messed
pisses
up.
me off about that? Card counting is just you being good at your craft.
Absolutely.
So why is that? Why is that?
Because
a
they're
bad-
private-owned businesses and they can do whatever they want.
That's fucking bullshit.
If they can, I mean, that's just how businesses are. If they tell you you can't
I mean,
be here, like you can't
think
be there. That's
think
just
about it. Like if everyone card counted, then there wouldn't be any casinos for them to do it at.
Yeah, but
'Cause
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
not
win all the
everybody
time.
has the manpower.
But
and
I-
the
brain.
ability, yeah.
But
like,
if they were allowed to, more people are going to learn,
Probably.
It's
and
probably
then
really
there would be
hard
no
to learn.
casinos to do
it's
it.
definitely not easy.
Yeah, but if they made it their trade,
That's what we're saying.
But
It's not
you've earned
something that
it.
everybody can do.
Congratulations,
Right.
you
It's-
earned it. Here you go.
Yeah,
it's
because
legitimately just that's why they made a whole movie about a retarded guy doing it because it's not something that everybody can do.
and they
You
can't
have
tell.
to have like a niche.
They can't tell that you're counting cards right away. You basically just play until somebody asks you to leave. That's what people probably do nowadays.
so it says dealers can make as much as $100,000 per year. The average dealing job at a small casino only pays half that much, but many do
50,000.
pay more than $25 an hour.
I'd do it.
Jesus.
Did you see what kind of qualifications that you need?
Let's go get these
If any.
qualifications, Cody.
I know. I'll fucking deal cards
I
for a
know,
living.
I'll do it.
For
I'll
fucking
put-
50,000 a year. Hell yeah.
I'll put on a fucking tuxedo.
Go work in
and deal
nickels.
cards, dude.
I like fucking work cards anyway.
They'll
You
probably.
don't even have to learn to shuffle or anything. You literally just deal. Like machines do all of it.
Yeah. Yep.
But you probably have to fucking watch and learn how to fucking tell when somebody's counting cards.
Yeah. Which
Oh,
is,
that'd be tough.
they probably just do exactly what you said. Somebody wins so many times, they're like, "Fuck this guy."
I feel like I could learn how to count cards.
You probably could.
shit.
You're pretty smart, Jerry.
I feel like I could do it.
I think you
So the
could.
top
I know a little bit about it with blackjack. Like a little
Generally-
bit about what you're looking for with blackjack.
Let's try it, Cody. Let's
But
learn.
it's-
Generally,
it takes time.
to become
we
a
gotta look it
dealer,
up.
top 6 things: pass a dealer audition or accept on-the-job training if available, have a high school diploma or GED, not have any felonies, not have any misdemeanors related to theft, so I'm out. Pass a pre-employment.
Yeah, but that was expunged. They won't be able to look it up, right?
They didn't expunge that.
What?
I
I thought you were
I have to
underage.
fill out paper. That's right. He did say that. Thanks for reminding
What
me.
did you steal?
A
Yeah, I
shopping
was gonna
cart?
say, the worst thing that you could get caught stealing.
Why?
So friends of mine were
Fun times.
were skating in the middle school with their boards, and I remember seeing on Tony Hawk. Remember that you could skate in shopping carts.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a shopping cart in the school and have someone push me.
Oh my god. At least you're not like
And we got
this one over here.
yeah, and we got caught.
He didn't get caught, but I know he stole a car once.
Stole a car.
Yep, with your cousin.
So you have to pass a
He
drug
told me
test
once.
too. So you're all out.
I'm in.
I can pass a drug test.
Being able to obtain and maintain a gaming license, requirements vary by state.
I could do it.
I bet you it's
So
ridiculous. In New
Now I
York,
should
though.
look up the
Probably.
requirements for it.
Probably
Is it-
costs a lot of money to get a gaming license in New York. I bet.
Is Nichols is in New York, right?
Yeah.
What's do we have? What's a close casino in Pennsylvania?
Is Mohegan Sun a casino?
I have no idea. Is that a hotel or something?
I thought that was a movie.
Oh, what?
It's an arena of some sort. They do like events there, but I think it might be a casino too.
Where do you think that's located?
Oh, I don't remember
Wait a
where
minute.
it is,
This
but
can't
it's
be
definitely in
right.
Pennsylvania.
Read it.
What did
does
you
it say?
see, dude?
A minimum $50 million licensing fee in the Albany, Saratoga region,
Yeah, but
which
that's the fucking casino.
That
That's
has
not
to
the
be a
person.
business.
Yeah, that's the casino.
It can't be
Oh,
a personal.
okay.
That's
okay.
the
I'm gonna
gaming
say
license
for a
the
car
casino.
dealer, gaming license for a car dealer.
I mean,
was
maybe
gonna
they were
say,
just saying that
nuh-uh.
'cause they were talking
If they're
about
only
business.
making $100,000 a year, no way.
It's not even worth it. You
Yeah,
think
that
they're not
that would
going
be
to
for the
steal from
casino.
you?
See, that's the crazy. I want to say that when I was working at that casino, late, I think it was New Year's, they fucking had a thing up that said the amount of money won that day, and it was, I want to say, more than $2.5 million when I left in one day. For one day,
Jesus.
$2.5 million paid out.
Holy shit!
That's insane.
Is that from like everybody who won in the casino, or just one person won that much?
Everybody who won, because it was
Probably
counting up
everybody.
all day. When I got
Oh,
in there, it was
okay.
at like 100,000, and by the
So-
time I left that night, it was at $2.5 million.
God damn!
So they must register with the New York State Gaming Commission. This is for the state of New York, which is a casino close to us. They must register with the New York State Gaming Commission. Afterwards, they must get a license from the New York City Department of Consumer Affairs. Visit the Games of Chance license page for more information how to get a license. So they got to get, sounds like, so they got to register somewhere and then get the license from somewhere else.
Well, do you want to be card dealers?
Yep.
I think it would be worth it. I mean, it can't be that hard.
That's the next job. All right, so never have I ever sang karaoke.
Nope.
I have.
I have.
I have.
Fuck karaoke.
Yeah,
I'd rather just listen to the song.
see. We sang karaoke.
I was drunk as fuck. So
We have
when I
to-
did it,
We do it at Jerry's parents'
Yeah.
house.
So
I've only
Have you ever done it in a bar?
no,
yes,
No.
that's where I did it. I was drunk that night. I got my DUI.
really.
Yep,
I
it
What
was
did
at
you-
Captain Morgan's.
What
in
did you
Corning.
sing?
Basket case.
Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah! At least they had a good song.
They had a very large list. It
I mean,
was pretty sweet.
I saw a dude when I was in Seattle do Tool. I think he did Anima.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
What karaoke did you sing?
I don't even remember.
I think
We
I've
haven't
only,
done it in a while.
I think I've only sang one song at your parents' on karaoke, and it was a Blink-182 song. Can't remember what song.
Did you stand there swaying back and forth like all the
Oh no,
small
it was
things?
Adam's. It was Adam's song.
Yep, it was.
That's the one that I sang.
Did you go all out, dude?
Yeah, I did. I sat on the couch
Awesome.
the whole time, and I just
He did.
I feel like that's not going all out.
Well, I mean, I
He
didn't
want to sing,
didn't
but
like-
my parents were kind of like, "Come on."
I didn't like
come
get up and
on."
rock out, but I was like, all right, I guess I got to prove
Doesn't that
to these.
annoy you
I
sometimes?
just guess I got to prove
Oh,
to these
yeah.
guys that
Missy's
I can
always
sing.
like, bring your guitar to my parents. You can play for them. I'm like, no, I don't need to do that.
It's not that you don't need to. It's that you don't fucking want to.
Because her dad likes playing guitar and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, bring your guitar.
For sure, you guys do not play the same fucking music.
Oh, no.
Like, no way.
Nope.
Is he even gonna recognize a single song that you play?
I mean, when I play acoustic stuff, he does. Like when I do the, Pearl Jam, or Sublime. He knows some Sublime.
Speaking of acoustic stuff, Chad and I were talking on the way over here about high def.
We should play acoustic again.
I know, dude. I was just going to talk to you about that because I want to go live and play some songs.
Okay.
But we need to practice.
Yeah, I know it. Because we haven't played in forever, so we might suck.
Yeah,
I don't wanna suck.
still play acoustic here and there, but I need to get back. We need to get back in sync with each other.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a while since
I
we
played more electric than anything.
See, I know how I play, but I don't remember how you play.
I know what you mean. So never have
But
I ever.
hold on. I want to
Oh,
do
jeez.
only do 5 songs
In alive.
alive.
Okay, that's fine. We'll pick
Make
a
a
really
few lives
cool-
out of it, dude.
We'll make a really cool.
This is on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah. So
I know a lot of my subscribers right now, are from there.
in the future, TikTok, pay attention.
Thought you can only do a minute on TikTok.
Not if you go live. You can go live on there and literally just talk for hours.
What's your TikTok name? Put it out there.
Chief Greenbud 4_20.
Chatty Dub 420.
I don't have TikTok.
I don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
You have
It's okay.
you have one though.
I
don't
do,
you?
but I don't post anything. So
You
why?
should.
would-
You should start taking random videos of Chad being stupid or something. Post them.
She mentioned
Like
how
if he's in the room singing Taylor Swift or something, like just whip out your phone and record the wall or something
He
while he's
doesn't
singing.
do that though.
He doesn't.
Not Taylor Swift.
No. I'll break out and dance sometimes.
See, like
you
randomly,
go.
like get that.
He also
Or you
walks
could-
around half naked too. So
Or you
do.
could do.
Well, nobody fucking wants to see that.
Yeah.
Or you
no.
I
could
do.
do like compliment
Yeah, you do.
scare
Keep
videos,
that shit to
like
yourself.
try to scare him all the time.
Oh,
That would be
don't do
funny.
that.
He
You
would
guys
probably
could turn into
punch
one
me
of
in
those
the mouth.
couples that just pranks each other all the
No,
time.
I don't want to do that.
He would hate it.
Hey,
No, I
come
don't
here,
wanna do
punch
that.
her in the mouth. Prank couple.
Those are what pranks are nowadays, right?
No.
Never have I ever broken a bone.
Yeah, I broke my foot like 2
Yes.
years ago.
How did you do that?
I just fell.
Oh, okay.
I literally just I slipped in mud and landed on my foot weird and just snapped it in half.
Yeah,
shit.
that'll happen. What about you, Brad?
No, I fractured my arm once, but I never broke anything.
Tell that story.
Fucking. So Chad and I were little. We were probably like 6, 7, maybe
Yeah.
even younger than
We were
that.
pretty
5,
young.
6, 7. Well, we had this little trampoline, and he
Was
was
it like
jump-
one of those workout trampolines?
Yeah, he was jumping on it. He's like, I was like, jump, dude, I'll catch you. And he jumped, and I caught him. And then I went to do it, and he moved.
I was gonna say, and you forgot that you're fatter than Chad.
He moved, and
And
like,
fucked him up.
so when I got up, my arm felt weird. Like, it didn't hurt. It just felt really weird. And I went in to get Mom a glass of water, and I told her, I'm like, my arm feels really, really, really weird right now. So we went to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, you fractured your arm. How'd you do that? And I told them that story, and they're like, hey, gee, kid,
Fucking kids,
you damn
man.
kids.
Goddamn kids. I broke my...
See, that was the moment I knew I couldn't ever trust Chad. That was the trust
Oh,
fall.
God.
That was the trust fall.
Please, no.
And he failed.
Please, no. I broke my toe, my big toe. I dropped a board on it at work.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it was disgusting.
That hurt like a
It
mother. It hurt
was.
like a motherfucker.
Did your toenail ever come back?
No,
not correctly.
Not correctly. It's weird.
Yeah.
This is a weird toe.
Yeah, I don't like looking at
Wear
it.
steel-toe boots.
I broke my leg when I was 4 underneath a trampoline.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
no.
put her feet up, dude.
Which
And
part of your
somebody,
leg?
And somebody jumped on him?
Right at my knee.
Did somebody jump on him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they were
Oh,
up
I could
and
only
somebody
imagine
jumped in
that.
it.
Oh, that makes my knees hurt,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
know,
that
right?
sounds fucking awful.
It sounds like that video of that wrestler jumping off that turnbuckle, and it was just like,
Oh,
Can
Yeah,
you
but I
imagine,
think that
though?
guy lost both of his legs.
So
Oh, that's
I
so
did
sad.
that. That happened when I was 4. That's Arya's age.
oh man, that's
Can you
sad.
imagine putting
My-
a cast on a little child like that? Like that's so sad.
My nephew had a fucking cast on his arm for a while, not that long ago. He's only 2 years old.
oh,
It was
man.
Yeah.
kind of cute. A little tiny little cast. It was funny.
That's awesome, dude.
I mean, it didn't seem to bother him at all. He didn't seem to care.
Well, that's a good thing though.
Yeah. But that's so sad.
Never have I ever lived alone.
I live
No.
alone right now.
No.
Yes, I have.
No.
You have.
No,
You
I
have
lived
not.
with mom and dad till I was 25, man.
Oh, fuck it.
Then I've been living with Missy ever since.
I lived alone in Elmira for 2 months. And then Jeri moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we were doing mushrooms in your apartment.
Yes, yes, it was. Yep, that
Good-
was the
good
first time.
times.
That was the first time I ever did mushrooms.
Yeah, dude, that
Good times.
that apartment had seen some times.
Yeah, it did.
I
Bad
hated it
times.
there.
I remember getting
The ceilings were so tall.
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude.
God,
It was
so
hard
fr-
to
it was
keep
so
warm
hard to
in there.
heat.
Yeah.
I remember getting really high on spice and watching the part in 21 Jump Street where they're high. and it's like,
oh my god.
what's his face? His eyebrows are crawling all over, and
Yeah.
he's an ice cream cone and a giant cat. And I laughed so fucking hard.
He like pushes his tongue in.
Yeah. I laughed so goddamn hard. I was crying.
You know what? There's been several times where we watch something and we keep rewinding the one part because it's so goddamn funny.
There's been a bunch of times, dude.
There's been a couple TikToks like that too. That
Oh
guy
yeah,
with noodles.
all the time.
Bro.
I used to
all the
watch
time.
the Mad TV's Kenny Rogers Jackass
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over again.
Yeah,
Those are
dude.
fucking
Like,
funny,
this is the
too.
game
I
where I
actually-
catch a baseball bat with my teeth.
Actually, a couple of days ago, I was watching all Will Sasso's Arnold Schwarzenegger skits.
I haven't seen any of those. I gotta watch
Oh,
those.
dude, the one where he's a monkey in the recording studio is so friggin' funny, man. And the one where he's like keeps cloning himself. He's like, "I'm you, no, I'm you." That fucking one, so freaking funny, dude. I miss that show.
Yeah, Mad TV
With all
was
them
awesome,
guys on
dude.
it.
Mad TV was awesome. Never have I ever been on a boat.
I have.
No,
Me too.
Yeah, I've been on lots of boats.
Been on a couple. You've never been on a boat, Jeri?
no, I don't like the water.
Scary. You scared of drowning?
I've never been to a beach.
I've
Like,
never
come
been
on.
to a beach either, but I've been on a boat.
I've never been on a boat.
I was
I
on
was-
a boat for the first time up in Cuca.
I
I li-
went
I like-
tubing.
I don't like salt water. I like fresh water.
Yeah.
I like lakes and
Yeah,
rivers.
the lake. I don't really like going into waters because it's just a giant toilet for fish and other things that live in there,
That's
Yeah,
why
for
I don't
sure.
eat
and
fish.
people pee in it and all that stuff.
We went
But
tubing
I
at
definitely
Cayuga.
feel better being in a lake than in the ocean.
We went tubing.
Either
at
way, I
Cayuga.
feel disgusting, but if I had to pick, I'd go with a lake.
Dude, tubing behind a boat is fucking fun as hell, man. I
You've went
love
tubing?
it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
You went tubing before too, right?
Yeah.
It's fun, man. Just having somebody on a fucking speedboat pulling you. It's fucking. It's a great time.
And
I could imagine that's an adrenaline rush.
it is.
Water
because-
fuck you up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're going fast, water will fuck you up.
Dude, the first time I fell off the tube, I legit cartwheeled across the water. Like, no shit.
And if you get like an asshole driving, they're trying to fucking make you crash. I want to say, I don't know if I just saw a video of it or if we tried this, but I think we were pulling two tubes, and the guys would like kind of go back and forth on the boat to try and get the fucking tubes to crash into each other.
Jesus.
It was fucking ridiculous, man. It's fun though. It's a fucking good time.
I was also on a boat in Ithaca We were at a party, and we all slept on the boat.
You slept on a boat?
Yeah, it was pretty uncomfortable because it was really humid. And there was 4 of us in a small cabin down below. It sucked.
Gross. Where was it?
In Ithaca on the lake up there.
Yeah.
Never have I ever drove a stick shift.
I've definitely drove a stick shift.
I
before.
have.
No.
Not for a long distance.
I have in a field.
Yeah, that's what I did. I may have went like forward for a little bit, and I was like, no, I don't want to do this.
I don't care enough about cars to have a stick shift.
Honestly, the time that I've driven the stick shift, it was the only time I've ever driven one, and it was Steven's car, that little fucking Ford hatchback he had, and he let me drive it just because I told him I knew how to drive stick shift. Never done it before. I was just like, I'll figure it out. How hard can it be? Because I've driven, 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
Have you?
You know how?
Did you figure it out?
Yeah. Because it's his fault. He let me take it on my own. He had no idea. he shouldn't have trusted me. He should have known at that point not to trust me.
It's his fault.
Who just let somebody just drive your car? Like, who just does that?
Honestly, I've only let three people in life drive my vehicles. Chad, my buddy Josh, and Missy.
You drove my fucking van home from the drive-in that one night.
Yo, that was a sick-ass night.
Yeah. You were the DD.
Yep.
We were all underage drinking.
Oh, that's nice.
At the drive-in.
Yeah, we went and watched The Dark Knight and
Hellboy 2. We didn't finish Hellboy 2, though, because Brad got paranoid. Because Vince, that was the night Vince was with us, right?
Yeah, he was being obnoxious and shit.
Loud and shit.
Yeah, I think we ended up going to Wes's house, and that was when he got all fucking...
Yeah, he got out on the roof of the van that night when we were going 55.
What?
Remember that? Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
I was drunk as fuck, so I don't remember shit.
He talked about hitting the earth or whatever.
Oh my god.
That was at Wes's, yeah. I remember that.
That shit was...
we were sitting outside fucking... smoking a joint we rolled with a fucking dollar bill, and fucking he just came running out the door and went face first into the yard and was like, "Guys, I jumped out of an airplane. I'm falling. I've hit the earth, guys. I've hit the earth."
I wonder what he's up to nowadays,
That's so
dude.
awesome, dude.
I wonder what he's up to.
I don't remember I don't remember those movies at all. I didn't watch anything.
I had already seen The Dark Knight at that point. I don't think I've ever actually watched Hellboy 2.
I think we went there not because we haven't seen it, but because we had beer and
needed something to do while we
got
high.
We were
we were teenagers and we wanted to go do shenanigan stuff.
Pick a good one.
Never. I'm just going down the line here.
Yo, was that the
Jeri.
night when we lined all the cans up underneath the van and then drove away?
I think so.
Like we drove over all of the cans and just left them on the fucking ground at
Probably.
the drive-in.
We were teenagers.
We were kids,
Jeri.
man. If
And the guy
anybody
was
wants
calling us out. He kept calling out Vince and just being like, "I know what you kids over there are doing. I know what's going on over there."
Yeah, down in the fucking concession stand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the owner. It's probably good. It was probably good that we left because he could have very well called the police.
Yeah.
And wasn't expecting us to leave right away. It was like, he could have been trying to have the cops there at the end of the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck
Well,
that.
Why can't he just let the kids have a good time?
I probably
I know,
wouldn't
right?
have gotten in
Like,
trouble
who gives a
because
shit?
I wasn't drunk.
He
and I
doesn't.
was the one
He wasn't
driving.
selling the beer. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like he. It's. I don't know how the law works, but I don't see it as being his responsibility. If somebody like fucking goes, a bunch of kids go there and fucking get drunk.
But if something were to happen, there's nothing that was signed, so we could hold him accountable for letting it happen.
I don't know if we could though, because we're supposed to stay in our vehicle, right?
Yeah, you're on your property technically.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know how
his
he
property.
would be
Our
responsible.
property
Or
is on his
what if
property.
it's publicly owned? Then it's like you can't drink at the
I
drive.
don't
It's a
know.
drive-in movie theater. You
Yeah,
probably can't
people can
drink
buy
there.
that land and set that shit up.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, you're not allowed to drink there at all. Like,
They
what we
didn't-
were doing
they
was
didn't-
against
we
their
put
rules.
we put a blanket over
That's
it.
why I'm saying.
So we
like,
may have gotten in trouble because they
Yeah.
would have been like, these fucking kids.
Well, yeah, we left all the beer cans
we
laying on the
we
ground.
also, along with the blankets hiding the beer. There was 2 people under those blankets.
Yeah, Chris and Wes.
Because we didn't have enough
Wes.
money.
Dude, I think I snuck Wes into the fucking drive-ins 4 or 5 times.
That
Even
shit.
if he had the money, he'd be like, I'm not paying for that shit. It's like, all right, go get underneath.
It was
'Cause
only
you knew
like
you could get- you knew you
$7
could
or
get away with it.
$8, but we got away with it. We had a van.
Yeah, we knew we could. Get
That was
away
fun
with it.
because when we didn't figure it out until we got right up to the thing, and that Chris Andrews was the one like, well, let's get in the back and put these blankets over.
And it fucking worked, dude.
It did. I got up to
That's
the
great.
window.
Worked
I was
multiple
nervous, and I was just like, 3 adults. But really, there was 5.
5.
Yeah, 5, 6.
6.
Yeah, because
There may have been
me,
4
the
of us,
3 of
and
us.
then the 2 under the blanket.
The 3 of us, Chris, Wes, and Jordan were all there.
Yeah.
So there was,
Yeah.
and Vince. So
Didn't-
there were 7 of us.
Didn't we go one time? Who all went when we watched the Ninja Turtles movie?
That was way after
In
high
the
school.
mall?
Kate.
No,
Yeah.
we went to the mall, but then
We saw TMNT that night.
but we went to the mall, but then we were like, what happened? Something happened. Like we were late, so we looked up the times at the drive-in. So we went to the drive-in instead. Or
That was the Michael
new
Bay.
movie. Yeah, that was the
I'm
Michael
talking
Bay.
about the animated cartoon one.
Yeah.
Adam,
Didn't we
our
go to-
cousin Adam was with us that night.
Didn't we go to Tawanda though?
No.
That was at the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when. Man.
Did
Yeah, I don't-
John Luke went that? That's the night
was
he
the night
kicked
he
the
almost got hit.
opossum.
Yeah, that was the night he almost got hit by that car.
Yeah, and he was just like, "What the fuck?"
He just stared at the lady and she like screamed at him.
Dude,
What?
he had a dead stare. So we
He
were
held
walking.
his arms up.
We were walking. We just got out of the movie. We're walking out of the mall, and like we're looking for the car. And John Luke's like,
Well,
guys,
no. We all saw the car, but we also all saw the car that was coming and knew we couldn't just walk across the parking
Yeah,
lot.
but he did.
He didn't see the car coming, and he's like, "Guys, where are you going? The car's over here." And
As
he
soon
walked
as he
right
turned
in front
around,
of the car.
There was a car. He was holding his arms up like, "What?
And Chad just smacked
What
him in
am-
the side of the
What
head.
am I doing wrong?"
It was hilarious, dude. We laughed about it all night.
Yeah,
All freaking night.
Did you say? Did I kick a possum?
you
We
did.
did.
That
We went out. We went out.
I don't want to hear
roadside
You
it.
saw it in the
kicking or
road.
whatever.
And stopped alongside. It was like right above on the dirt road, right above.
I
my
know
parents.
exactly where it is. It's fucking like right over here, right? Or was it? Did you say
It was
your parents?
Yeah,
I thought it
'cause
was
we-
over on
we-
Thunder Road.
No, we came back to my
Yeah.
parents
Yep,
because
it
we had
was
the
on
Mazda
Kingsley.
van
Yep.
at this time, and so it was me driving and somebody else drove too, and you were in with them.
Were we drinking that night?
I mean, we were
I
probably
know-
smoking.
I know we were
spice.
smoking because I remember stopping on the top of Thompson Hill, and rolling a David Conklin roll a joint.
David was there that night too.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
We've had a
'Cause
lot of
We have went to the movies a few times.
yeah, and each time we were probably high or drunk.
Because we went
Probably
to
why I
fucking.
can't remember.
We went and saw Epic movie in Tawanda.
I didn't go to that one. I don't think I was there for that one.
I think John Luke was there for that one.
Man, I definitely went to some movies in Tawanda.
I seen Click in Tawanda.
I went to
With Adam
movies in
Sandler.
Canton,
I've never been to Canton
Rialto
movie
Theater.
I went there to watch Mr. Beck's movie.
Oh.
I remember.
What?
He showed both of them there.
I
Both
think
of
I
his
only
movies.
watched. Yeah, I only watched.
But the one
though.
with the what the hell was his name?
Tim
Tim Burdick.
What was that called? Spearfish.
Spearfish. Yeah,
Yeah. I
I
remember
bet you
that.
could find that on YouTube.
Probably.
I had the DVD for a while.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go and try to find it and watch it. I remember.
Probably.
I remember not liking it, but maybe
Well, it was.
since I've learned some things, I might think differently.
I was really critical about it, and I think Mr. Beck stopped liking me after that. Because he asked me, he's like, "I want your true opinion." So I was like, "All right, I'll give you my real opinion." And I was trying to be honest, And
yeah.
I don't know. He didn't. He stopped talking to me the same after that. I think I upset him. I think he was.
never
I think
had
he was
Mr. Beck.
legitimately upset
I don't.
by me.
I don't
me
get
saying
why
that.
people are upset when it's like, "Hey, give me your opinion," and it's not what you want, and you get super mad.
Yeah.
I know. I could have just been like, "It was good."
Like
And I mean, it wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad at the time.
Constructively.
Yeah, I told him like specifically what scenes I thought could have been better, and we ended up in a discussion about because the scene that I talked about was one that we ended up talking about how like beforehand about how he didn't get enough time at the place where he was filming. Like that was one of the first. That's the first thing we started talking about before I even told him that I didn't like that scene, and that after I told him that he just seemed really upset with me. Like he didn't. He quit the fucking the film club. After that, he completely like disbanded the film club and then made another movie and didn't tell any of the people in the film club about it.
All because of you.
I mean, I don't think it was all because
of
me.
Him, Cody.
You son of a bitch.
I think another thing too, because his movies are so
weird.
They're like all emotional, you know. And when I was in there, I pitched like a horror movie to him, and he didn't like that either. He's like, I appreciate that you're coming up with ideas, but you can't do that. You just can't do that. Because me and Jordan, like, we put together, like, we came up with, like, a recipe for blood, and we were gonna film, like, a horror movie and have, like, kills in it and stuff. And he's just like, I can't let you use my equipment to do that.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
I know, it would have been awesome.
I would have
been in a horror movie back in high school, dude.
I would have loved to get involved.
Do you remember your idea?
A little bit. It started with do you remember the CKY music video? Escape from Hellview?
Oh, yeah.
It started with wanting to I wanted to take that video and cut the parts where the band are playing and the parts where it's like the serial killer, and I wanted to refilm the serial killer parts and then just cut that in, like the parts that I filmed in where their parts were, but keep the band in. Like when it cuts to the band playing, it would keep cutting to that same thing. But I just wanted to refilm the killing in like the slasher movie element of it and put ours in with the song. That was the original idea. Nice, but then I ended up writing like another, it wasn't really a full script, but kind of like an outline of a whole nother horror movie that kind of came from that.
That's pretty been cool. Sick.
But I don't really know how to write a script. I just kind of was like writing down ideas for shots that I thought looked cool. It's really what it was. There was like no dialogue or anything. It was just ideas of, okay, the camera's here and it shows somebody doing this from over here. Like that was kind of all my ideas.
I think I'd be bad at writing a script. I'm pretty good at thinking of something like a joke, and maybe doing a little skit of the joke of like an 8-second video, but not a whole like episode or something.
I suck at jokes, man. Like if you were telling me to think of one on the spot, ain't no way that happening. Or if you were to tell me to go home and write a joke for tomorrow, I wouldn't have shit.
Dude, I told Missy a joke the other day. What? I can't remember if I told you or not, but it was if they had a camp for kids with ADHD, would they call it a concentration camp?
I think I've heard that joke before.
That's fucking funny.
That's funny.
Remember the episode of South Park with Kyle's cousin? The first episode he was in?
Yeah.
Where fucking Mr. Garrison's like, you need to pay attention. We need to help you concentrate. We need to figure out a way where we can help you concentrate because you need to concentrate while you're in this class. And Cartman's just like, maybe we should send him to concentration camp.
Oh. I don't remember that.
Kyle told him he'd give him $50 if he didn't make any Jew jokes. So the whole time Mr. Garrison's saying that, Cartman's just sitting there like,
It's funny.
You gotta watch it. That's like those are the episodes I like. Those fucking old school ones.
Oh man, I guess I'll have to go watch South Park.
That's fucking funny.
That's okay. I watch
go
that
back
all
and watch,
the time.
Go back and watch it again, dude. Never have I ever got seriously hungover.
No.
Definitely
no,
gotten seriously
I don't think
hungover.
I got serious. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I've definitely been seriously hungover.
So, like, when you say serious, what do you think? What do you mean by that?
Like the next day you have a headache and you're throwing up.
All right, then I'm not gonna say seriously because I've had days where I'm throwing up all day the next day, but I don't have a headache.
Yeah, well, if you're throwing up, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
Okay.
What was your worst hangover?
So, my worst hangover was it only lasted a little bit because the first time I ever got really drunk, I was up all night throwing up. Well, Like, I was literally up all night throwing up. I remember my head going in the bucket 3 times, and that third time I lifted my head, it was getting light out. And I went to sleep for a little bit, and when I woke up, my head was pounded, my gut hurt, and everything. And I was only awake for like 20 minutes. Then I went back in and laid down and woke up at 10 o'clock, and I felt perfectly fine.
Sleep, dude. Sleep fixes everything.
It was great. It was really great.
I beer bonged a bunch of fucking Beast Ices at Jordan's house when we were kids. And
When we
that
were
was probably
kids.
the worst fucking hangover I ever had. Like, I was like throwing up fucking like the acid from my stomach and shit. Had fucking heartburn ever since, man.
Yeah, that'll do.
That's
it to
what
you.
did it,
That
dude.
sounds
Yeah.
horrible.
Yep. It was all old, warm ass Beast Ices. Fucking pounders too, 16 ounces.
Oh,
The worst hangover
Terrible idea.
I had. So it relates with the boat story. The party I went up there at a cabin, and we literally stayed up all night just drinking. We slept for like 2 hours, got up, drove to Corning, then I drove home. I slept for like 16 hours,
wow.
and every time I got up, my head felt like a balloon. I didn't like it at all, dude. Worst hangover ever. We drank.
What about you, Jerry?
I've never really had one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You didn't
I
have
don't-
a hangover that night you threw up in my house?
No.
Yeah, Jerry's usually pretty good, man. She'll get drunk, but she doesn't like get fucking plastered.
No, not really. Like
I
the
try
worst
to-
night was the night at your house.
I
Yeah,
try
probably.
to drink a lot of water when I'm drinking now.
I do that too.
That's a smart thing. To
Well,
do.
I mean, my main thing is like if I go, I'll like have a couple of drinks, but the minute we go off and smoke a bowl, I stop drinking beer and just drink water.
And I don't drink beer because if I'm going to get drunk off of beer, I got to drink a lot of it. It's a lot of calories. And
I think it just
can't,
tastes gross.
I can't drink water while I'm drinking it because I'm filling my belly with beer.
Right.
That's why I drink like whiskey on the rocks now if I'm going to get drunk because fucking it's easy to drink like a glass of whiskey and like 2 bottles of water and not feel like your stomach's going to burst.
Right, yeah. And that glass of whiskey, that'll probably be good enough.
Oh, the 2 or 3. If I'm trying to get drunk, hell yeah.
There was one night
I'm a
I
big
did
guy, man. I've
I
always
did
been able to drink a
5 shots of this cotton candy vodka in a row. I'd work the next day. I did it at like 11 o'clock at night.
Bro, I've done 5 shots
terrible.
of Vladimir vodka in a row, and I barfed after that 5th one.
Oh, man.
I hate
Last
vodka.
time I did shots was
Yeah, I don't
the
like vodka.
lemon drop shot at my 5-year high school reunion.
Which is just vodka. That's all
Yeah.
that is vodka.
And a lemon slice with sugar on it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And we did quite a few of those, and I threw up on myself on the way home.
She did. I
Oh.
remember that.
I couldn't find the button for the window.
I've
Similar
thrown up on
situa-
myself quite a few times.
Similar
I've thrown-
situation
I have
It
happened
was
done that.
horrible.
like that with
I've
Missy.
been thrown up on a few times too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See,
No.
I don't think I've ever been thrown up on before.
Yeah, I haven't.
I don't think
I
I can
haven't been
handle
there.
that.
I don't
I
think
mean,
I've
you
been
don't. You
thrown up on.
I definitely wasn't asking for it.
Like, I've been thrown up on. Obviously, I'm a mom, but never by a drunk person.
The first time it wasn't even a drunk person. It was in school. It was fucking.
Oh shit!
Josh Linehan was like just sick in class, and he wasn't allowed to talk in that class because he never shut the fuck up. So he put his hand in the air, and the teacher ignored him because every time he put his hand in the air, he had just something stupid to say. And finally, he just sat there waving his hand, and teacher finally just goes, it was Mrs. Pouts, finally just goes, Josh, what do you want? And he just goes, I'm going to throw up. And she's like, get out, get out. And he just stands up, and he's just walking real slowly up between the aisles with his hand over his mouth. And do you know what a sunflower is? Like, you know what sunflowering is? So, like, when you throw up in your hand, and the puke just comes out the sides of your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It's called a sunflower. And he just sunflowered all over me.
Oh, my
Like, all over, like, I was just doing my work, and he just, all of it went all over my fucking book, all over my work, all over my face.
What
it
did
just-
you do?
I went and took my fucking shirt off. I was lucky I was wearing a sweatshirt, so I took that off and just, like, put it in a bag and just went and washed. I threw my homework away.
I would have thrown up.
Yeah, I would have joined in the puke. pukes.
I don't remember it smelling, because that's what makes me want to throw up about people throwing up is the smell. But I don't remember it having like a rancid
lucky,
smell.
then.
Yeah, got really lucky.
Never
then-
have I ever cursed in a place of worship.
I have.
Wait, what?
Never have I ever cursed in a place.
Oh, I
of
definitely
worship.
have.
Yeah, every time I've ever worked in a church, I probably said something I probably shouldn't have.
I've sworn in some churches.
I've done bad things in churches, dude.
You fuck in a church? Is that what you're saying?
I've had my hands down a girl's pants in a church.
That's
Hell yeah.
good job. Good
Yeah,
job.
man, good for you.
I've done that too.
Good job, Chad.
Just like he says in Detroit Rock City, dude.
Here's a. What does he
Lost
say?
my virginity in confessional booth.
You didn't know, did you?
No, but it would have been cool if I did.
Here's a funny one. Never have I ever tried marijuana.
No, I've never
No.
done it.
Never.
Oh man.
I would never touch this stuff.
Yeah, me neither. It's a scheduled one, you know.
I
It'll
pa-
fuck
It's
with
Yeah.
illegal.
It's pretty much like heroin.
It'll fuck
Yeah.
with your brain.
You could OD
People
on
that
it,
smoke
I've heard.
weed are stupid.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
They're
dude.
dirty.
They steal the
hippies.
TVs and sell them for money for weed. It's crazy.
All right,
Horrible people.
moving on.
Oh, let's see. Never have I ever went 24 hours without showering.
I've
Yeah.
probably
Definitely
probably
done that.
went 24 hours.
I've definitely done that too.
Because I've
Who
had
hasn't? Like that.
Yeah, I was gonna
mean,
say.
sometimes you just don't have access to a shower.
Right?
Yeah.
camping trips and shit.
Yeah. Yep. Never have I ever had to take the walk of shame.
That's more for Jeri, I guess.
Well, dudes can dudes.
Not really.
Is it
No.
possible for dudes to
No,
take a walk
it's
of
a
shame?
it's a sexist situation.
But what does it mean, though? Like,
It means you go over to a guy's house, hang out for the first time, and he lays you, and you get up
a
and
weird
you're
way to
leaving
put
his
it.
house with your messed up hair and shit.
It's just coming home from getting laid.
Yeah.
well, then
I
obviously
just always-
I've done it.
From a one night stand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just always looked at that as
Yeah.
like a college thing, though. Like the walk
Like,
of shame was like when you had to
Walking
walk
through the
down.
dorm room.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to walk through the dorm room
Like,
after getting
I-
laid.
If it's that, then no. But
While
if
they
it's
sing,
just,
It's just
while they
getting
sing a
laid.
song while you're walking downstairs.
but if it's just like a one night stand, then yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never looked at that as a more than just like a dorm room question.
Normally, I don't either.
Because I always just pictured it as you're making the walk of shame because you're like a girl or a boy in the opposite sex's dorm room,
I feel that.
and you have
Yeah,
to walk. You have to
makes
walk
sense.
down the whole hallway. Like you're a dude who has to walk down the whole female hallway, and every girl's looking at you like, okay, you don't live here, so you got laid last night. That's how I always looked at it anyway.
Makes sense.
Never have I ever went on a road trip.
Yeah,
I
girl.
have.
I love going on road trips.
Where
I
have
mean-
you been? So what states have you been to, Cody?
I've been to Miami, Florida, Denver, Colorado, Indiana, Texas. I mean, I didn't road trip to Seattle. I didn't necessarily road trip to Denver either. I flew to Denver and then we road trip back. We drove back.
Didn't you? Is that the, like, you drove all those places, or at least rode?
I rode with my parents to Indiana and Texas. We drove. Me and a couple of friends
How
drove
long
to
was
Miami.
that Texas drive?
We took it 3 days.
Oh,
Stopped
My
at
Lord.
hotels twice.
my lord.
I was a little kid back then, though.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I don't know if that really counts or not.
What about you, dog?
I went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Virginia Beach.
Everybody always road trips to the beach.
Usually, yeah.
Massachusetts, Deerfield, Massachusetts,
You went to Washington.
Washington D.C.
I took a bus to Washington, D.C.
So that's like a road trip too.
Kind of.
Atlantic City, New Jersey.
You have a road trip there. Road trip to Niagara Falls, like in the middle of the
I
night.
think Niagara Falls is gonna be my next venture
That'd be pretty
because
cool.
Missy's sister teaches up there.
If you can, try to go to the fucking Canadian side. Because the Canadian side's where it's at.
I don't
dude.
think I can get in Canada.
You just gotta
Why?
get one of those.
Well, they have
Those
a
new
they have a
IDs.
Real
law.
ID.
They have a law where
Oh yeah, you have a misdemeanor. Don't you?
Yeah.
The marijuana thing too.
yeah. Well, I don't.
I might not
Marijuana
even
doesn't
know.
matter up there anymore.
Oh, the DUI I think is what the thing is. I don't think they.
I'd
let
have to
people who
get
have
it.
DUIs.
I'd have to get It's a certain kind of misdemeanor or whatever, and since mine's the M3, I can't get over there. So I'd have to get that expunged.
Because of the DUI.
No.
No, because he has a marijuana charge.
No.
Then what are you talking about?
I don't really want to discuss it.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
I'll just say, I mean, it's cool to see Niagara Falls. Like, the falls themselves are really cool. But Niagara Falls, New York, is a fucking shithole. It is not a nice fucking town. It's like an old industrial town that doesn't... Most of the factories are closed. It's just a really depressed town.
I don't know if I'd like that. That sounds very depressing.
It's not a good... It's a shithole. It's not a good town.
I mean,
but Niagara Falls, Canada is...
I'm not exactly sure where Missy's sister lives up there.
It is cool to go and see the falls, though. We went during, I want to say we went during 4th of July, and they were, like, lit up the falls and had, like, a big fireworks show and shit.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds real cool.
It was really cool.
Never have I ever wanted to be on a reality TV show.
No.
Depends on the reality.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they came with me with the right idea, I'd do it.
What reality show would you have been on?
What do you think? Something about drugs. It's gotta involve drugs.
I would have done like road
so like
rules.
Dr. Drew or something.
Or like what?
He'd be on like the rehab.
I think
one?
he means
Dr.
he's talking
Phil.
about doing drugs, not getting off.
Like
of them.
if there was a reality show like in the episode of Blue Mountain State, the Drug Olympics, where they all just take drugs locked in the house.
That's not a reality show.
But it'd
That's
be
not a
cool if
thing.
it was.
Well, yeah.
Are you saying what reality show from the past or now I'd be in?
Yeah, what reality show would you be on?
I bet you Road Rules or I don't know, Real World would suck, but Road Rules would probably be pretty cool.
Man.
Or Big Brother. I would do Big Brother. I wouldn't do any of those like survival ones. Like I wouldn't do Naked and Afraid
I wouldn't
or Survivor.
do them either.
Nah, fuck that.
Has there
I
been
would
any
die.
like music ones?
I don't really think. I don't.
Back
think
when
so.
we were real young, Ozfest did one where they had a bunch of one member from each band. They had like 10, 12 bands, and one member got to come and compete in a reality show to try and get on Ozfest that year.
Interesting.
See, I'd do something like that.
I think the band that won was A Dozen Furies, which had a couple of really good songs.
Wow, I remember that band. That's the name I,
I don't
haven't
know.
heard in a while.
Like I can remember all these reality shows, but like I can't really think of a specific one I'd be on. Like I like wrestling, so Tough Enough would be cool.
Tough Enough would be cool.
That's where the Miz came from. He came from the real world
the
first,
real world,
and then he got on Tough Enough.
He was on Fear Factor too.
He was.
He
Wow,
broke up.
he's a reality star, dude.
He broke up that fight between Rogan and the other guy.
Yeah. I remember watching an interview of the Miz talking about that.
Strange how that happens, huh? But Rogan knows how to fight.
It's funny. I like that video. The guy gets right in his face like he's gonna do something.
Yeah.
Rogan just like grabs him by the back of his head and just holds him down.
Never have I ever left gum in a public place.
I've definitely
No.
done that.
I've definitely done that.
I mean, I've spit it out at places, but I haven't like stuck it under a desk or anything.
See, I've totally stuck it under a desk before.
Oh, no.
No.
I've done that a couple times. I'm
Dude,
guilty.
when I went to DC, there's like pillars down inside the metro that are just covered in gum.
Ew.
It's disgusting.
In Seattle, there's like a hallway it's like just a gum hallway. Like people go there to see it. It's just gum stuck all over. There's pipes going down it. There's gum all over the pipes. There's gum all over the walls. It's disgusting.
This is so colorful and pretty.
Oh yeah, people like go there like it's a tourist attraction, and it's like you're looking at people's garbage.
And bacteria.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. And there's just it's just gum everywhere. It's like hanging from the ceiling and shit. It's
That's gross.
That's bad.
Yeah,
Like
I
you're
don't like
breathing
that.
that bacteria in every time you walk through there. That gum's gonna manifest into something crazy.
Imagine there's pictures out there of people licking that shit.
There's
There
people will
is.
like take pictures and just take stuff and just like stick it to the gum on the walls so it'll just stick there. Like
That's
they'll take like a
disgusting.
picture of themselves and like stick a fucking picture of
No
themselves
wonder
on the
there's a
wall.
pandemic going on.
It is. It's gross, man. And Chris like took us there, like, oh, you guys got to see this. It's so cool. And I'm like, this is disgusting. I've never seen anything so gross in my life. It's like People treat this like it's a tourist attraction.
It's crazy.
That's
It's
what
gross.
the picture online that I seen of the bitch licking the wall. That's
Was it the gum wall?
Yeah, the
Oh.
tourist thing.
Ugh.
I don't get how that's a thing. I really don't, dude. Never have I ever disliked something that I cooked.
I have.
Oh, I've disliked shit
What?
I cooked.
Cupcakes.
Yo, those cupcakes were bomb, dude.
I don't know if I was a fan of the lasagna, if I'm being 100% honest.
You gotta be kidding me.
Mm,
It was so good. Jeri's down
Either
there cooking.
Jeri's being her own worst critic, or you're lying through your teeth.
She is being her own worst
I think
critic.
he lies to me to make me feel better.
No,
sometimes.
because my parents enjoyed that lasagna too.
They're not going to tell me they didn't like it.
It was delicious.
Jerry, this is so good.
Your dad didn't eat it, actually, but I think that's because he has to
can't.
watch his food.
He has to watch that
That
stuff.
pasta would.
But I
spike
made
that
him a
shit.
salad separately. So Chad made the
I
salad.
made the salad. I tossed it. Everything.
Yeah.
Did you have to say it like that?
Yeah, dude, I did.
Congratulations, bro.
I'm making a joke.
Congratulations.
Never have I ever worn someone else's underwear.
No.
I don't think I've ever done
I
that.
don't think I've ever done that either. That seems like a weird thing to do.
I don't think I've done it either, but let's not forget that we shared
No,
a dresser
you
at
know
one point.
what? I lied. I have worn someone else's underwear. I've worn Chad's boxers.
Oh my god.
She has.
So I've
bed.
technically worn his underwear.
That's true. Never have I ever binge watched an entire series in one day.
If the
Not in
series
one
has
day.
like one season, then maybe.
Yeah,
One-
I was gonna say if we're talking about like 3 or I mean
I don't know if it's possible to do a whole series in one day.
Yeah,
depending.
dude,
It's a short
yeah,
series.
I was gonna say I watch Blue Mountain State.
Yeah.
I'll watch through those
Oh,
3
yeah.
seasons
Yeah.
twice a day. Dude, that shit's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it is. I saw that.
It's great. I'm so happy. I mean, I already got the DVDs, but
I told you, dude. Amazon Prime's got a lot of good shit, man. A lot of good fucking movies and TV shows on that show. Or on
Did
that
we get
streaming
Prime?
service?
Honestly, I don't even know. I think I clicked it, so we'll find out in 30 days if I get charged.
did you guys hear that Beavis and Butthead was coming back? I know
Oh
this
my
is
god,
off topic,
yes. He
but
was already bragging about it to me in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
I
was
don't
so
fucking
that was like
care.
the very first thing Mike Judge talked about when he was on Joe Rogan.
Well,
So
that's because Rogan
before-
asked him. It was the first
Oh,
thing
yeah,
Rogan asked
yeah.
him.
That's
Before
awesome.
Chad even told me, he's like, I know you don't give a shit, but... And then he told me, and I was like,
Dude,
yeah, I don't care.
I'm always telling Missy that about things that I know she doesn't care about.
Yeah.
I wish, like, I was upset when they took it away the second time. I
They were
thought it
doing-
was so
it was-
good.
it was
that
funny.
fucking
They
revival.
were doing so good.
Like,
They
it was so
they did an
funny.
episode where they made fun of a 303 video, and it was so fucking funny.
They did an episode where they were fucking. I like the ones where they were watching like Jersey Shore and
Yeah,
shit.
those ones are good too.
He's like, if they follow this graph all the way back, they can find out where herpes came from. This shit's so fucking good. I can't believe they just canceled it.
Probably because this is how society's moving. They can't have these 2 kids roasting everybody.
I wonder what they're
People-
gonna do now. If they're even
Right?
gonna watch MTV. I don't know what's on MTV anymore. I
Yeah.
haven't watched
don't-
MTV in like a decade.
Yeah, I don't watch it at all either. I don't have TV, so
It's all streaming now, dude.
yeah, I just have all the streaming services.
And MTV doesn't put out anything that's worth buying up by a streaming service. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen an MTV show on a streaming service.
Neither have I. Dude, Jorge Masvidal was on MTV Cribs either last night or the night before.
I didn't know they were
Really?
still doing Cribs.
Yeah. Yep.
How's this crib look?
I didn't watch it. I think he just walked. I think he showed him the gym, around the gym or some shit.
This is my crib. This
From-
is where I eat and sleep and go to the
The
bathroom.
video that I saw, he was in a gym. Because he was wearing his gear and shit.
I don't like
Yo.
him anymore.
Why not? I mean, he's such an amazing fighter. I can't not like him.
Yeah.
I don't.
agree.
I don't like his. He's a good fighter.
He's an amazing fighter. He's one of the best.
I don't like his political
Yo,
stuff.
so that
I don't like how he's gotten real political and he said a couple things on Twitter that I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
that
dude?
manager guy, that Ali Abdelaziz or whatever the fuck his name.
What was that again?
Ali Abdelaziz.
Oh, you said
He-
it right.
You
then.
did then.
Did I? Wow, dude. Hell yeah. So he posted on Twitter, big announcement tomorrow. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder what it's going to be.
Dude, I am so goddamn pumped for fucking Ferguson versus Oliveira.
I know, right?
That's such a fucking good
That's
fight.
the 19th, right?
It's 2 days from now.
Yeah,
It's day
that's
after
this
tomorrow.
weekend. It's the
Oh,
no,
co-main
2
for
days after tomorrow.
Figueiredo.
Oh.
Saturday, dude. The 12th.
I was thinking, like, right before you guys showed up, I think Oliveira could give Khabib a run for his fucking money.
I think so, too.
If I was thinking, if fucking Khabib comes back, I think that's the fight I would want to see. Like, I would want to see him fight Oliveira.
I don't think they're gonna bring Khabib back.
Oh yeah, I don't
think
Khabib's gonna come back. But that's the fight in that division that I would want to see.
He did say something about if he got his mother's blessing that he would.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come back anytime soon, if he does come back at all. But that's just what I'm saying. Like I would kind of want to watch that over George St. Pierre, just because George St. Pierre isn't a lightweight. Like I think Oliveira is fucking great, man. That guy's so good.
He is. I think this fight with Ferguson is probably going to be a really good fight. He's going to give Ferguson a run for his money.
Ferguson's been pretty confident, man.
Oliveira's he's got to stay on his feet, because I think Oliveira's probably the only person who's got better jiu-jitsu in that division than Ferguson. Like that, Oliveira's jiu-jitsu is off the charts.
I watched a couple of his bouts on Instagram today, and he looks. I say he'll give Tony a run for his money because I think he totally will.
I think he will too, dude. I think it's a tough
bam.
fucking
Yeah,
fight,
dude.
man.
Who do you think John Jones' first fight at heavyweight is going to be?
It's gonna be in the top 5,
You think
if
so?
not the top 3.
Does Ngannou have a fight coming up yet?
No.
No announcement? I think that might be what it is.
He's been wanting the fight though, dude. He's tired.
I
of
mean,
waiting.
when they talked about John Jones moving up to heavyweight, I know Ngannou was like, "Come on."
That's the fight that I would say he should get. Ngannou versus
I'd
John
watch
Jones,
it.
and then whoever wins fights Miocic.
Yeah. Yo.
That'd be cool.
But I keep thinking that fucking Brock Lesnar might come back. And
I don't
if Brock
think-
Lesnar comes back, that
really-
might be the fight.
Like, I really, really doubt he's gonna come back.
I hope he doesn't.
He's been super quiet.
I really fucking doubt it. I don't see him keeping up, let alone keeping up with someone like John Jones.
Well, he's not going to be able to keep up with
No
John
way.
Jones.
No
he's
way.
going to have to fucking bull his way into
I think
to a takedown if he can.
Brock Lesnar knows that he wouldn't be able to fight John Jones, so he doesn't want to go in there and lose.
Yeah.
I
mean,
feel
I
like
can see
Brock's a very prideful guy.
that. For sure. He definitely is.
And now that he's like reached this weird legendary status in sports, that I think he wouldn't want to go out with a loss. And John Jones is definitely the guy that would probably give him that loss.
But yeah, but I don't see him doing well against anybody in the top 5 in the fucking heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I think fucking Ngannou would give him a run for his fucking money too. I mean, I guess Ngannou would probably be the one that I would say he could take, like, over anybody else, just because Ngannou's wrestling is not that good.
I say I know Brock would get time to train and stuff, and I'm going off from what I have seen him do in the WWE in the recent, not really few months. He hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania last year.
Yeah, he only wrestles like once a year.
Yeah, but like even like from that WrestleMania and before that, he was just doing a move or two. He was gassed and sweating like a pig, and I don't know. I just don't see him. Like, if he's that gassed and stuff, throwing a person around a couple times, he's not going to fucking go 3 rounds with Ngannou or John Jones or something.
Let alone 5 rounds.
Yeah. I feel like if Brock Lesnar came back, I feel like he'd get knocked out.
Who was Derek Lewis supposed to fight that just got canceled?
Curtis Blades.
Curtis Blades, okay.
They're trying to reschedule February.
Curtis Blades, he got COVID, right?
Yeah. Fucking COVID's ruining everything. Angela
Kevin
Hill.
Holland.
Angela Hill
too.
She just tested positive for COVID, so now she's
shit.
not fighting in this month.
And who was it? Andrea Lee was supposed to fight Jillian Robertson, but Andrea Lee got COVID. But now I think Jillian Robertson's fighting this weekend. I think she's fighting somebody else.
COVID's ruined everything, dude.
And Dana White, he says, we're going to fight through it.
Yo, that video.
I mean, he still is. It's not. I mean, and it's not the UFC's fault why anybody's getting COVID either. Like, I think the UFC's doing a great job with that, in my opinion. But if anything, all these fights dropping out because of COVID is just proving that the UFC is doing their job and what they're doing is working.
Right.
Because they're finding these people who are positive and canceling the fights before anything bad happens, before they can spread it all.
Are you the one who shared the video with Brendan Schaub talking about
Yoel Romero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit blew my mind. It really blew my mind.
Yeah, me and Brad were talking about it before you guys got here. It's pretty. I think he's on the nose with some of it, but some of it I'm not. He was talking about how they're like building quantity over quality, but I looked at it more as they're trying to find the future champions. Yeah. You know, like I really think that they're looking farther ahead than he's giving them credit for. Because you got to think like Yoel Romero and Anderson Silva, they've only got so many years left in them. So they're better off investing their time and money into these young guys that are in their early 20s that they can get 15 good years out of.
Right.
And start giving them. Cause, I mean, it's got to be like really disparaging to be doing that at the lowest level for a really long time. So being able to pump these guys up towards the top and putting them in the UFC prelims, like it's got to give a lot of fighters confidence to keep going, you know. And I think that could eventually make the greatest fighter in the next 10 years.
Yeah, and we've seen some great fucking talent come up.
Who do you think's gonna be your next cut?
Oh God, I don't know. There's so many.
Gonna be another old person,
There's
maybe.
So many to think
Diego
about.
Sanchez is probably gonna go. If I had to guess,
he's probably gonna look at like people with losing streaks.
I wonder if Cowboy's gonna go.
I'm pretty sure Cowboy just signed a new deal.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he signed for 4 more fights.
I hope so.
How old is he?
I feel like I just read that on Instagram the other day.
How old is he?
I mean, he's up there. And he just has a lot of fights, too. Even, like, he's probably 33, 34, maybe even older. But he's got so many fights in the UFC. You know, I think the most fights of anybody ever in the UFC. So he's just got a lot. Even just disregarding his age, he's got a lot of miles on him.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Just like Max Holloway. Like, he's only 29, but he's been in the UFC since he was 19. So he's like, it's hard to compare him to another 29-year-old who's only got 3 or 4 fights in the UFC. You know, it's like 2 different cases.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that he signed.
I mean, I hope they keep him around. I really do. I like Cowboy a lot.
He's such a great guy. He's a good fighter. He's just had, he's had some bad luck.
He's getting up there, man. He's fought a lot, man. So many fights under his belt. You can only take so many fucking punches, man. You can only be in so many fights. That's it.
Yeah, dude, that'll fuck up your life, for sure.
I think fucking if they put Yoel Romero in bare knuckle boxing, that's terrifying, man. He'd be such a terrifying opponent to fight bare knuckle.
So, you're the one who said that they're interested in him or something.
Yeah, because Bellator and
PFL
or who are they?
See,
the PFL.
They denied him.
Bellator and PFL. I feel like they're looking for fresh new fighters as well, because Bellator. Anderson Silva, he's old. They were like, no, we're good with our roster. Yoel Romero, they're like, no, we have a fresh roster. We don't need.
I mean, it's the same thing. They're looking for the future champions, you know? And if you think about it, the last few years, they've been clinging on to some old dudes quite a bit. You know, there's been a lot of fighters out there that have been still fighting after like 10, 15 years, you know? Like, that's why I said Diego Sanchez is probably going to be one of the cuts, because he's been around since he was the first Ultimate Fighter. He was the first Ultimate Fighter. So,
holy shit!
Like,
I think they're for a long time.
I think that they're just ready. All of them are just ready to keep investing in new fighters, and it's getting so popular. There's a lot of new fighters coming in, so they all want to find. They're all looking for the future. They're not looking for the past. You know, and they're not even necessarily looking for the greatest right now. They're looking for the greatest in 5 years.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do. That's how you build them.
You got to keep it interesting.
Yeah, we've had 9 people from Tough win championships.
And there's a lot of guys that came from the Contender Series that are starting to look really good too. That dude who just got that slam knockout.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was
Jordan,
his premiere.
Awesome. Jordan Levitt or whatever the fuck his name is.
Levitt, I think.
Dude,
whatever.
That shit was awesome.
Yeah, dude. That guy came from the Contender Series this year. He fought the Contender Series only like 2 months ago.
He's like, hell yeah, making his fucking debut, dude.
Those fights
Sean O'Malley, he came from Contender Series, and he's huge now.
Those fights are more exciting, too, than these older ones. These older ones, they don't go as hard.
That Eddie Wineland guy, he's fighting in February. I can't remember who he's fighting, though.
I'm surprised Sean O'Malley hasn't come back with a fucking
announcement
at least.
I'm pretty sure he's coming back because he said 2020. He posted on Twitter or it was Instagram saying 2021, look out. So I'm pretty sure he'll be fighting in early 2021. I hope he's on the McGregor card.
I feel like they would have announced it by now because that card's only like a month away.
Yeah, I know, right? They haven't announced any fights on that card yet.
No.
Still?
No, not a single fight yet. We got Poirier and McGregor. That's all we got so far.
It's crazy.
A lot of potential good fights to go on it.
Yeah, dude, there really is. And like, dude, at work, Aaron and I like discuss who do you think's gonna be on the card? Who do you think's gonna be on the card?
It's wild that they haven't announced it yet.
I feel like
they'll probably do at the end of December.
Dude, I really think when they start announcing fights, I feel like they're gonna say that the McGregor-Poirier fight is for the belt.
I really don't want that to be the case.
Neither do I, dude. I think Gaethje should get another shot.
Absolutely, he should be first in line for that fucking fight. But like, he's supposed to be fighting? He might be fighting Chandler soon, right?
Yeah, maybe. That'll be interesting. 2 Bellator alumni.
And I don't want that to be for the belt either, though.
Not with Chandler.
No.
Yeah. If it was
Poirier Gaethje for the belt. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Poirier Gaethje.
The rematch, dude.
And that first fight was nuts. That was such a good fucking fight. I mean, really, Gaethje beat the fuck out of Poirier, but then Poirier still knocked him out. Like that was such a good fight.
And that was pretty wild. Have you ever seen that fight?
I don't think I have. No.
Dude, you should go back and watch that fight.
I just watched a Gaethje fight from Bellator where he had a guy in a Muay Thai clinch and kicked his legs out from underneath him in the fucking clinch. It was fucking brutal, man. God
damn, dude. I love it.
Gaethje's the shit, man. That guy is fucking awesome.
So what time are we rolling up on?
2 hours and 7 minutes.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, we're going to go eat.
All right.
So this has been Everybody Podcast. You all have a good night now.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.